everybody. How are you? And good morning. How are you doing this morning, YouTube? So, Foodie did a 5-hour live stream yesterday, and I heard that she was being extra grumpy and extra mad at everybody during the stream. Did that happen, Foodie? Were you getting mean with everybody? And why were you getting mean? You're doing the most these days. You've got a merch store. Actually, you've got several merch stores. You have your cameos. You're getting some super chats. You've got your feedy content offline that you do. You're making money all over the place. So why are you in such a mean, nasty mood? Why are you having a hissy fit? Is it because you're taking money from people and you're promising to go places and yet you're not going anywhere? Like, what happened? Why are you giving such attitude to people? Honestly, I don't know why people bother giving her money. I mean, she's got requests that people paid for that she hasn't done yet. Honestly, if I were the VIBs, I wouldn't give her one more cent until after she's done the things that she's promised to do, the things that she was paid to do. But hey, what's the old saying from P.T. Barnum? A fool and his money are soon parted. And P.T. Barnum said, there's a sucker born every minute, and Chantal's always looking at her watch, seeing if a sucker has shown up yet. So, yeah, guys, I heard that Foodie was just mean and nasty yesterday. She was grumpy, extra grumpy. Also, because I checked Twitter, you guys know I do the Twitter peeps here. I also found out there's been a few people that, for no particular reason, YouTube has decided they're going to go after some of the reactors and take down their videos. Although the person that they're reacting to, who's the most guilty of doing self-harm content and breaking TOS, no strikes, no privacy complaints, no nothing. No. YouTube, you're weird. You go after people commenting on the person doing the self-harm content, but the person who's actually guilty, you'll leave them alone. Very weird dealings on YouTube. Y'all just weird. YouTube, you're weird. What are you doing? So yeah, 5 hours yesterday of Foodie, 5. And I heard that she had gave attitude all the way through. And she decided to go after her subscribers because during the stream she banned Baked Korean, which is like a regular sort of troll in the chat. And she also did a community post telling people, no more talking about reactors. And if you talk about them, I'm going to block you. She has said that before, and yet she herself brings up the reaction channels. So she tells people, don't talk about these people. And then she brings them up. And then if they reply to what she's saying, then they get in trouble and they get kicked. She just can't make up her mind what kind of stuff she wants to do, who she wants to talk about. You know what? I think Foodie is just still extra grumpy over the Mr. Snowflake documentary because a lot of people have seen it. A lot of people are still talking about it. Foodie gets real upset and real nasty when things from her past get brought up. Things that she wishes would just stay swept underneath the rug. When people like Mr. Snowflake do documentaries on her and just show a timeline of who she is and what she's done, she doesn't like people either being informed or reminded of who she really is. And so she just in a nasty mood. Nasty. And you know how I feel. When she gets in a nasty mood, well, I'm interested. That's my dessert. That's absolutely my dessert. So we're going to go with a 5-hour live stream. We're not doing a 5-hour react. No. No, we'll zip through the boring parts. We'll cut it down by a lot. And we're also going to go over the Twitter peeps. So you guys know what time it is, don't you? It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, y'all, it's time for the Twitter peeps. Let me just go ahead and bring that up. It's all ready to go. Okay. So for those of you that are on Twitter, that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you that are not on Twitter, that's why I do the Twitter peeps, so you guys can keep up with all the stuff going on there without actually having to be there. So let's start here with a Twitter post courtesy of Min L. Falcon saying she receives ad revenue, so it's not creating content for free. She can go to the souk to window shop, slowly perusing the items offered there. Instead, Foodie Beauty will shove her large face into the depths of the camera lens so she can eye blank herself while grifting. And that is true. Chantal can go anywhere and do window shopping. I mean, we've all done it. We've all done some window shopping. You don't necessarily have to go out and buy something while you're out. You can just window shop. You can turn that into content. You can make videos saying, I'm a super morbidly obese woman. Let's see what I can find for buying clothing for myself. Or just look to see what's out there. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. And in the meantime, she's making money, ad revenue. It does count. And those ads do add up. Possum Queen says, sadly, yes. Oh, wait. Let me just go to this one first. Fat Cow says, hang on. Are the debts Foodie Beauty is e-begging for help with indirectly from the excessive quantity of rugs and takeaways she bought during Crackhead Olympics? Possum Queen says, sadly, yes. She was making $20K a month during Crackhead Olympics, and she wasted that all away on rugs and food and everything she bought for her ex, including an iPad, apartments, anything you wanted. Yeah, Foodie was making a lot of money. And if she had just taken even a third of what she was making during Crackhead Olympics and paid the government their money, she essentially would have no debt right now. There would be no debt. There would not have probably have been a second bankruptcy. But she chose to avoid paying for the responsible things in favor of doing the irresponsible thing. And now she's going to her audience and saying, it's your responsibility to make up for my long-term stupidity. So yeah, as far as NADS, what did she pay for with NADS? Everything. She bought all the food that he ate. And believe me, Nads had very expensive taste. He didn't want fast food like Foodie. He wanted her to go to the expensive grocery stores like Adonis and Farm Boy and get that nice healthy food and spend hundreds of dollars just on one trip. I mean, Nads was eating well. Ooh, he was eating well. He was eating steak and shrimp and lobster and anything else he wanted. On top of the fact that he was getting his rent paid for, she was paying for the phone, she was buying him clothes, new iPad, new iPhone, trips out, staying at nice hotels, buying his party favors for him. I mean, there wasn't a single thing that he paid for. She paid for it all, as well as paying for stuff for herself. Like, she just had that stupid throwaway money. And believe me, she practically threw it away. All right. Acadia Strong says, good luck, VIB idiots. Now, this post right here, if you notice, the profile picture is much different than the one that Foodie has right now. Why is this? Because this right here, this post is from the Canadian Villa days when she was living in Canada with Pete. This is way before Salah. People were sending her money to do things, and she wasn't doing it. So here's the post. She says, also, please, in the future, if you send super chats, don't expect or ask for specific expenditures. If you send a super chat, you have to accept that from now on, that your money might be going to Lockmas or whatever, but super chats are non-refundable. Thank you. So again, this is during the Canadian Villa days when she lived with Pete's. There were people that were sending her monies for specific things. One in particular, Vegan for Life, sent $300 or $400 in super chats with the wish, with the request that Foodie use the money to take BBJ to the vet. And of course, Foodie didn't. And then when people were asking about it, Foodie said, well, once you send me the money, it's mine. I can do whatever I want. So just keep that in mind, Beezers. Keep it in mind. Foodie likes to say that she's a changed person. Really? But as you can see from this post, she hasn't changed this way. I mean, even then, she was taking money from people and not doing as she promised. And here we are, 2025. She's setting goals in her chat, saying, I'll do this and I'll do that. And yet she's not doing it. She's not doing it. So has she really changed? No. She's still the same greedy, inconsiderate, lazy, lying piece of crap she's always been. It's just taking a little longer for you Beezers to catch up to the truth. But there you go. There it is. She likes to take money. She just doesn't like to earn the money that she's given. All right, something positive from why you should have an animal. Happy cows enjoying their new brushes. So these cows, they're so overjoyed to get these large brushes that they can use to scratch themselves. Oh, the cows are just like, oh, I can finally get rid of this itch. They're so happy. They're jumping around. Happy cows. Very happy cows. Okay, I love this. Malarkey Meter says, hands down, the best impression on YouTube of Foodie Beauty. Pulpy syntax wins the internet today. You know, Pulpy is a national treasure. He must be protected at all costs. Oh, God, I love this. Let's listen.
I can't do an Aussie. I'm not a professional healthcare provider. I'm just someone who talks about people on the internet.
To be fair, I don't think I could do Chantal's accent either. Hold on, wait, let me check. Let me see. Hold on, let me find a good.
Oh, he has like, all I know is he's very like laughy toothy.
Laughy toothy. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can do an impersonation of Chantal. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for my Chantal impersonation?
We love you, Pulpy. You're the best. Like, you are a national treasure, sir. You should be protected at all costs. Seriously, we just need to protect this man. He's so awesome. So awesome. I can't do a Chantal impression. You know, I can't do an impression of Chantal. Except for something like this, the way she's always leaning in close to the screen, like to see what's going on because she needs her glasses, and the way she's laughing. And the way she's always saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, we don't know what you mean, Foodie. We don't know what you mean, girl. We have no idea. Okay, Perfectly Imperfect says, I remember back in the crackhead days when Foodie Beauty had many paying members. She would only do members-only chats. When her Beezers complained they couldn't afford it, she didn't care. Yeah, I remember those days. See, once upon a time, in a land far away, when Foodie was in her heyday, when there were a lot more people watching her, when she had a lot more VIB members, she would lock down the chat to VIB only. If you were not a paying member, you couldn't talk to her. She had it locked down to VIB only hug box. And why did she do that? She did it because she was essentially trying to force people to buy a membership to talk to her. She put her conversation behind a paywall. And for a while, she could get away with that because there were enough people on her channel. You see, there were so many people that were signing up for memberships that she would often go on blocking sprees and block 50, 60, 70 people at a time. And her position was, I don't care if I block you, because if I block you, 5 more people will join up to replace you. She had a very high turnover rate on her channel. Very, very high. And it gave her the, what's the word I'm looking for? It just made her arrogant, as I could treat these people any way I want, and more are just going to come flooding in the gates. So let's watch the clip.
Some streamers literally, yeah, Monica, I know. Some literally will just talk to people who donate,
But here's the thing, Foodie. You're all over Twitter. You're all over YouTube, right? And you're often in the reactor chats. I mean, you're always keeping an eye on the reactors. You accuse us of pocket watching you, but yet you are pocket watching the reactors. You're taking note of everything. How many people are in the chats? How many super chats are flying by? How many people are buying memberships? Have you noticed that we don't lock down our chats to members only? We like to talk to everybody. Maybe that's where you got the idea that you have to unlock your chats and get more people in there. If you want memberships, you've got to let people talk to you for free. But let me play this again real quick.
Some streamers literally, yeah, Monica, I know. Some literally will just talk to people who donate,
You know what, Foodie? I don't just watch YouTube. I've seen Twitch streamers that have really big channels, and I mean huge. I haven't seen even one of them yet that just locked down the chat to paying members only. They talk to everybody. People that have millions of subscribers, they don't lock down their chats to members only. They might do a members only stream, but talking to members only doesn't happen for every chat. And you're trying to put yourself on a pedestal, but there's really no reason why. You've got a dying channel. It's been dying for a while. And if you want to know the reason why, it's because you have decided you no longer care about your channel. It's not even a channel to you anymore. It's a portal to get in front of feeders, and then you want to get in front of them, introduce yourself, pull them around the corner away from YouTube, and that's how you make your money. So YouTube is just an open portal, an open door to get in front of the feedies so you can pull them somewhere else and make even more money. You're trying to side skirt YouTube to make the most money. Strangely enough, for someone who wants to make a lot of money from the feedies, you're not doing the most on YouTube. If your channel is an open portal, if it's your introduction to the feedies, you're not giving it your all. You're really not. You're not inspiring people to buy memberships or to give super chats. You're not portraying this image of, hey guys, I'm a lot of fun. I'm very entertaining. I'm very engaging to talk to. You're projecting this image of, I don't care. And that's very off-putting. You're not whetting the appetite of those who might want to commission you for work off of YouTube. You're just basically coasting on your past glory. And you're doing 6-hour, 12-hour streams, and you're getting tired, aren't you? You're getting real tired. Well, maybe the vacation is over and you need to get to work. Okay, now this, oh my goodness. This is from the live stream that I'm going to be going over. So apparently Salah and Foodie went down to the pool. Y'all check this out, courtesy of Tap Von B. saying, "Holy F, scat boy, looking rough before and after. Buffalo's bad habits are paying off. Put the fork down." So this here on the left, is it him before the filters? And this is after the filters. What a difference filters make. His face is more round here. Now it's much more slimmed down. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the magic of filters, y'all. Skin smoothing filter activated. Slimming filters activated. He's not looking so good. Carla says, "Yep, Chantal's been filtering him since she first arrived in Kuwait. He wasn't filtered as much today, and Girl World was able to see what a total blank he really looks like. Chantal hated everyone commenting on his weight gain, so she used maxed out beauty filters on her thumbnail." Yeah, he's been putting on a little bit of weight. He did. Now, this might freak some people out. Maybe you've seen this before. Maybe you haven't. Acadia Strong says they do look alike. Y'all check out the side by side. Look at this. Bottom picture is her ex and her best friend Pete's. Top picture is Salah. It is uncanny how much they look alike. It is absolutely uncanny. Like, even down to the expression in the eyes. They have the same checked out look in the eyes. You're dating the same person, Foodie. Langella says, "Dang, Chantal has a type, huh?" Yes, she does. So this picture, this side is Pete's, the other side is Salah. They practically line up. They're practically the same person. And Foodie hates when people point that out. But it's true, Foodie. It's true. You do have a type. Perfectly Imperfect says, "How far we have come from I can quit my job today and he'll take care of me to please donate money so I can buy coffee." Yeah, what happened to that, Foodie? Remember what you told us long ago? Back at the Canadian Villa, you were boasting that Salah is so successful that you could quit YouTube anytime you wanted. And yet here we are, 2025. You're having to work 10 times as hard. And you haven't quit YouTube yet. So I guess he's not the successful guy you say he is. Kitty Cat Empire, bunny or kitten? Sometimes when pets grow up together, they take on each other's characteristics. So this this kitten thinks he's a bunny. He's like, I'm going to imitate the bunny. Oh, that is so cute. I had to include this because I grew up in the 70s. I was born in 71. Y'all are looking at a snapshot of what I grew up with. I remember all of this. Polaroid cameras, movies, all of that. This was my era. Okay, Ren says, "Team YouTube, isn't it against your terms of service to ask people to donate directly to one's PayPal?" Yeah, you would think so, because that cuts them out of their 30%. They take 30% of whatever we make, but if somebody's giving out their PayPal left and right and center, yeah, that cuts a lot of money out of their pocket. You would think they would get so angry they would cancel that person's channel, but I guess maybe Chantal knows somebody that knows somebody. I don't know. Okay, here's the community post where Chantal was just being all kinds of grumpy and having a hissy fit. Your mom's emotional support, Kara, says, "Chantal, I thought you said you don't care what others say about you. Now you're admitting to stalking reactor chats. You spend all of your time eating, streaming, or searching Foodie Beauty videos and tags. You will not last a day without mentioning Girl World." So here's the post that she decided to put up. She said, "Okay, new rule. I am blocking every person I saw in haters' chats. Bait Korean, you are gone, and some others. I don't want these annoying trolls in my chat anymore. If you support a chat full of haters, you can stay there. I don't want you in my chats, and I don't want any mention of a single reaction channel, or else you will also be permanently blocked. I don't need people like this in my corner, and that goes for me too. You will never hear me speak another single thing or person in girl world again. Followed up by Enigma 2025 saying, but she's often the first to bring up any reactor channel, especially FFG. Right. She gets the ball rolling. And can I say this to you, Foodie? Listen, everybody filters everywhere. Okay? Your beezers, the people that are on your channel, they filter everywhere, and they know they do. They don't just stick to your channel. They go onto the reactor chats. Yes, they do. Whether they're talking in them or they're lurking them, they're filtering about. Maybe some of them might go to the reactor chats to act as snitches for you, or not. They could just be going to the reactor chats to hang out and get a difference of opinion, or just have a good time. Because honestly, the fun is lacking on your channel. Maybe they get bored and just want to have some fun. So they might go in and hang out. I know for a freaking fact, I've got some of your beezers over here. I see their names in your chat, and I see them in my chat. And you know what? As long as they don't give me a problem, as long as they don't come in acting all the way the fool, I'm cool with it. Because I understand that if I'm doing my live chats, if I'm, doing my videos, maybe they're looking for a different point of view. Maybe they're looking for a different perspective, and they're never going to get it if they don't have the chance to get a different perspective. But if they're in your chat, I'm not going to immediately cuss them out because they come over here. That'd be too much. I let people do what they want to do. This is YouTube. Everybody is free to watch who they want, regardless of the reason. This is YouTube. You can go where you like. You can go where you like. The only exception to that rule is if somebody comes to my chat, they're acting nice to my face, and then I catch you somewhere else and you're talking mad trash about me, then I'll block you, But if you're just coming over to have a good time, we're good. We're good. It's all good. Let people do what they wish. Let people have fun. But you're over there trying to control people. You're trying to corral all of your beezers to you. And you're saying, even though I'm boring, even though I am projecting this I don't care attitude on my channel, I'm not even trying to entertain you guys. I'm just here to try to collect your money and not give anything back. You're not supposed to go on YouTube and find any kind of entertainment. That's a bunch of hogwash. Foodie. If you're not providing the fun, people are allowed to go and have fun. Even if you are providing the fun, people still have their freedom of choice. And you shouldn't try to take it away. But if you insist on being a tyrant and a dictator and trying to dictate to people and micromanage and tell people what to do, that'll just kill off your channel that much faster. You know that, right? You know that. And what's weird about you is that you even said that you like the trolls coming in. It makes things entertaining. But now you're saying no more trolls? Okay. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Miss Anthropopalulu. My goodness. That's concerning. That picture is very concerning. My goodness, Foodie. Well, Foodie's gonna Foodie. Milkers says, Beezers who have been in my last 3 lives. Tracy, Crystal, Strawberries. Yeah, so what you can do about Tracy, Foodie? Tracy keeps going over to Milky Chai's chat. Foodie, what you gonna do about Tracy? You gonna get rid of her? No? Because she's a mod? Maybe you guys talk on the personal off YouTube on Telegram and she knows too much. She knows your dirt and you're afraid that if you get rid of her, she'll spill your dirt. Is that why you keep her around? I think so. Okay, Enigma 2025 says, didn't she ask to be held accountable? But now she says she hates when people tell her how to live her life or what to do. People send her money to do things and still refuses, but they keep giving her money. She brings up diets, water fasting, then rages at her VIBs. Let's watch the clip.
I just like one of my pet peeves, I guess, that is just people pressuring me to do things.
You know what, Foodie? Do you know where it starts? It starts because you decided to do the chat goals, the super chat goals. You wanted that money. You really, really wanted it. So you tell people, hey, if you donate X amount, I'll go out for a coffee bees. Or if you donate X amount, we'll go shopping, and so forth and so on. And people who want to see you get out of the house and do things, they donate to those goals. So you'll collect the money knowing in your head you have no intention of going out. When it comes time for you to uphold your end of the deal, suddenly you get sick. You get a headache. I don't feel good today. You know your health. You know how you feel. If you know that you are not in good health to go outside and somebody tips for a goal, you know what to do. Either A, you refund the money to the people who donated it, or B, you find something else that you can do to entertain people, something inside the house. If you receive, you should also give. And if you have no intention of giving, then don't ask. Don't take people's money. You know, you got to keep it fair. You got to keep it fair.
Like exercise or stuff like that. Like I want to do things when I want to do them, you know?
But the thing is, you never want to do them. You never want to do anything. You never have the energy to do anything. You're always tired. You're always sick. You always have a headache. Oh, my back hurts. You are forever sick, forever unwell. Could it be because of all the fast food you eat? Yeah. You think so? You think so. You never feel like doing anything, but one thing you will never get tired of, one thing you will never stop doing is collecting the money. Oh, you're never too sick for that.
What I mean? And if I don't want to be healthy and I don't want to eat healthy, I don't want to do something, I don't want to do it.
That's fine. It's your life. Do as you wish. But then don't ask money from people to pay for certain things that you're not going to do. Don't rip people off. Don't scam people.
Doesn't affect anyone's life. Like, what? Or be your discussion.
You know, can I just say something right now? This is so horribly pathetic. It is. Because her channel has gotten so bad. It's gotten so boring that she, the content creator, who should have the most concern for making things interesting for her VIBs are so incredibly bored that they are willing to pay her to go out and do content and bring back the entertainment value. It should be her concern alone. She makes plenty of money off YouTube. Plenty of money. You would think with her tanking views and the money going down, she would want to get out and do things, but she's not. But things are so incredibly bad over there that her VIBs are willing to pay out extra money on top of the money she's already making from the channel to see her get out of the house every once in a while.
Disgusting. When people give money, they're giving money to tell me how to live my life?
No, 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 no. You set the super chat goals. You decide to do that. Oh, if you give a bunch of money, I'll go on a coffee beans, and then you don't go on it. So why collect the money then? Just don't do that.
K2? No, it was for an outing, which I will do.
Then you know what? Until you do it, until you get caught up with all your super chat goal requests, don't do any more. Catch up on those first.
Like, I know.
Yeah, like I hate her attitude of like, she's like a arrogant little bratty teenager. Oh my God, why can't you just give me money? Why do I got to do something for it? Because you're asking for other people's money. If it's your money, no problem. But you're getting online and soliciting money from people, and you're making the promise of, I'll go and do things for this money. And then you do diddly squat. You don't even do something at home in compensation for what you don't want to do outside the house. So, Beezers, it's your money. Spend it as you will. But understand that she's a little scammer. She'll just take the money. But if you give her the money, expect that maybe 95% of the time, she won't do what you pay her to do. She'll just collect the money and then act like a brat when people say, hey, you've already got some super chat goals that you've not fulfilled. Why don't you go do them? She's going to act like a teenager. Oh, what do you mean? Like, are you serious? I just want to sit here on my phone and like not do anything. Why are you bugging me? Like, that'll be her attitude. You're bothering me. Just, I don't know why you guys put up with that over there. No one else on YouTube acts like that. She just acts like an entitled slug. And you guys are okay with that? You're really okay? Oh, okay. All right. Whatever you want.
I have a feeling you're going to be like this your entire life. Are you God? You don't know my future. You don't decide my future. You can feel like anything you want, but you have no idea. Like, who are you to tell somebody they're never going to change? They're never going to do this. They're never going to.
Do you know why people are saying that? It's about patterns of behavior, Chantal. It's not about people being negative. It's just that you can look at a person, how they live their life, their attitude towards life, their attitude towards health, their attitude towards self-improvement. And if there's an air of I don't care on every level, then you can just surmise what will be later. You are putting out the I don't care attitude. I don't care. I don't care for anything except being at home and collecting money from people. That's all you care about. You don't want to work. You don't want to entertain. You don't want to entertain your beezers. You don't want to earn the money that you're given. You just want to sit around and collect it. And I think it's because you're too much on TikTok, watching people like Lisa Richards, and you're thinking, if she can do it, I can do it too. Well, guess what? You can't. You really can't. And it's not a good idea anyway to get too dependent on people that give you money, because what if you run out? What's going to happen when you arrive at that day when people have just decided, I'm not going to give her any more money? And you've not prepared. You don't have a backup plan. You don't have any savings in the bank, nothing. You're going to be in a world of hurt. Absolute world of hurt.
Do that just because they're not doing it immediately. Like, why would you want to like try to bring someone down with that? Like, it's
Chantal, you bring yourself down. You bring yourself down. You've been bringing yourself down. Ever since you arrived in Kuwait, you've been bringing yourself down. You're in a place that you don't belong. You don't fit in. You're not trying to fit in. You're not trying to talk to people. You have no respect for the people and the culture and the belief system. You have no respect for anything. You've been very disrespectful since you've been there. You've ruined your health even further. I mean, I've been watching you for years, and I can't remember a time beyond Kuwait where things were as bad as they are now. I don't think I remember a time before where you were breaking couches, breaking chairs, breaking shower drains. I mean, it's gotten bad. Your health is out of control.
so weird how people are. Like, I don't get it.
That's her being defensive. Like, you guys just getting on to me for no reason. Like, oh my God. And all of you tarot readers, no chin pandu. Like, all of you are so stupid for reading the cards. Chantal, you watch the tarot readers. You watch us. You just don't want to say us by name on your live streams because you don't want people knowing the names of the tarot channels, although I'm sure they already know. I'm sure your beezers, they filter around and they watch the readings too, but you don't want to say us by name because you don't want a direct arrow pointing at any of us, because people might watch our readings and they might be entertained and they might have fun. You don't want that occurring on your watch. So you'll make little snide comments and you'll make little sock accounts saying, why do people put so much stock on the cards? Why do you? Why do you watch the tarot readers to the point of aggravation? Why do you do it? Why? We're entertaining more people than you are. All right, now this, I have to show you this. South Dallas foodie saying, I was not prepared. Listen, if you don't have diabetes before you eat this, you'll have it after you're done eating it. Oh my God. That's too much. That is crazy. What is that thing? What is it? Is that a muffin? What is that, a bread? What is this? Diabetes in a bun. That's what that is. Diabetes in a bun. Ugh. Overload. Aw. Yog says, Gosling's chasing a butterfly. Aw. If that is not the picture of innocence, I don't know what is. That is childhood and innocence wrapped up in a one video clip. Okay, Kelly says a baked Korean got blocked by Foodie Beauty because he asked her what pocket watch meant. This is how it happened. She is a nasty human being and blamed her rage on her audience when she was the one who lied about going out. Let's watch the clip. Oh, and there's the post.
They come over here, they pocket watch, they watch every little single thing. Pocket watch means that they're like...
She knows what it means. She knows exactly what pocket watch means. We've said those words on our channels numerous times, and she's guilty of it all over the place. She watches everybody's community post, their live chats, their videos. Her butt is on Twitter with her little sock accounts. She's on TikTok with her sock accounts, reporting people. She doesn't just pocket watch. She watches everything.
Watching my pockets, everything I do, every dollar, my finances, everything I do. Like,
and if we do, why do we do it? It's because she's always bragging about her finances. Like, she puts stuff out there and we're just looking for the truth. That's all we want, is the truth. And with Chantal, you have to go on a scavenger hunt to find the truth, because the truth is, it doesn't come easy to her. She lies even when she doesn't have to lie. And people don't like to be lied to. Her story is full of lies. It's nothing but lies. The foundation is lies. The building is lies. It's all lies. She doesn't make any sense. So we're just trying to make sense of it all.
You know what it means. Don't be a stupid asshole.
Rude. Baked Korean says, I didn't know what it meant. English isn't my first language, but it's not okay to call me a stupid a-hole. Not acceptable. No, it's not. It isn't. So I guess Baked Korean is out. Hectic Llama says $10, says she's talking about reactors tomorrow. Yeah, I give it about 24 hours. I do. Okay, the power of filters. Y'all check this out. Acadia Strong says, what's happening to his head? Photos are a year apart. So the photo on the right is Salah a year ago. The photo on the left is him now. He looks tired. He looks really tired. It's the Chantal effect. I know she hates us talking about it, but Chantal sucks the life out of anybody that gets around her. Like every man in her life ends up looking this way, like they are just done. Absolutely done. Aw. Yogg says, oh, it's on. So Kitty's like, I'm going to take you down. Rawr. Look at these babies going at it. But the puppy's being gentle, believe it or not. The puppy is like 3 times that kitten's size, but the kitten is giving it all it's got. I got teeth and claws. I'm going to come get you. Bam. Takedown. Aw, look at this from Science Girl. Mama bird found its home. So there's a mom and babies shacking up in, I guess, like this thing right here. And somebody put a note saying, please do not put cigarette ends in here. Birds are nesting. What a sweet thing to do. Just making sure that mama and her babies are safe. Unique place for a nest, though. Really weird. Okay. Jump scare. Ah. B Squared says, I admit I'm enjoying the chat infighting. A lot of them are impatient with her and calling her out for not doing what yesterday's goal, but her staunch supporters keep making excuses for her and chastising the complainers. And now she says she's depressed. Of course she is. When it comes time to earn the money, suddenly she becomes depressed, she's sick, etc., etc., etc. That's her way of getting out of it. It's immature, bratty behavior, but her supporters, some of them let her get away with it and some don't. And those that do not, eventually they get tired of her lies and excuses and go away. Kristen says, Foodie Beauty started off her stream saying she was going to go out for ice cream. Then she started promising to go swimming if her super chat goal was met. She spent over an hour discussing where to go with her chat and ultimately settled on ordering in and sealing. Yeah, so much for exciting activities. So she got a super chat goal and she just ended up doing what she really wanted to do and she got free money in the process. Let's watch.
Just get delivery. Yeah. Maybe I can order dinner and then we can go out.
She's not going out. Let me tell y'all something. This is just common sense. Okay. We know the amount of food that Foodie likes to eat, right? She doesn't just eat like a small meal to tide her over and then go out somewhere. She overstuffs herself. Anybody out there, if you've ever sat down to eat and you overstuffed yourself, do you want to move? Do you want to go anywhere? No, you want to sit for an hour, maybe 2, and let your stomach just settle. You're like, oh my God. You feel like that. And you see how much she eats. If she stuffs herself, she ain't going nowhere. It's just not going to happen.
And get ice cream because it'll be late and nobody will be out. And then, yeah, if we meet the goal, we can go swimming.
Yeah, she made to put that in there. If we meet the goal, we can go swimming. Why is she making food a condition for going swimming? If she really cared about her health, she would go swimming anyway. Swimming would be a wonderful activity for someone of Chantal's size. It gives you the buoyancy. It's not as stressful as on your joints. That could be a good way for her to lose weight and get her stamina up. But whenever she goes swimming, it's not even really swimming. It's her just, paddling in the water and looking silly. She's not really swimming.
What do you guys think? We'll still go out and get ice cream just a bit later.
So there's more emphasis on getting ice cream than the actual swimming, which would be healthy for her.
Okay, let's seal and decide what to order.
You know what, Chantal? You could seal anytime. And sealing is not good for you. But you go ahead and do what you want to do. Oh, Bad Seed says, Foodie Beauty, enjoy your next infection. Oh, Lord. So that pool area is looking worse. Much worse. I don't know what's going on over there, but there's mold inside the pool now. Girl, what? Nasty. Nasty. Okay, here we go. Kristen says, Foodie Beauty is grifting hard today. Let's see. What is the goal? So 10 teal super chats for direct gifts for coffee. You know what? I'm curious. Like, so you need 10 of those. Is that like $5 super chats? So she wanted $50 for direct gifts for coffee. It don't cost $50 to go get doggone coffee. It just don't. It just don't. And can I just point this out now that I'm thinking about it? Chantal complains and she says, I don't like people pressuring me to go out and do things. But yet at the same time, this one is putting pressure on her VIBs to make these super chat goals. So she doesn't like pressure for going out and doing things. At the same time, she's putting pressure on people in her chat to give her money. So you don't like pressure, Foodie, but guess what? Everybody else, they don't like pressure to give up their money either. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not taking you to the soup without donating. It's tough for me to do.
So there she is putting on the pressure to people. I know you guys want to be entertained. I know you want me out of the house. But guess what? I am not committed to giving you entertaining content, even though I will be paid for it through Google AdSense either way. I require extra money to go out and do things when I should be doing them anyway because I'm a content creator and it is my job to entertain you. You got to give up even more money.
Why should I do it for free?
You're not doing it for free. You're not. You're already getting paid.
Like,
You're not doing it for free. There's the goal. And then she puts her PayPal up. So not only with this live stream, she was getting the Google AdSense from the stream. She was getting super chats, even more money. She had the super chat goal, right? We got that. And she's putting up her PayPal. Talk about triple dipping, but she doesn't do things for free. You're not doing them for free. You're triple and quadruple dipping over there, like 4 different streams of revenue off of one stream. Perfectly Imperfect says, so all those videos swooning over how she loves the Arab culture because she likes to be controlled was just a lie. Shocker. Let's watch.
Like, I hate people telling me what to do. I'm not the one, I guess. I'm not the one.
No, you're not. I'm glad you said it. You are not the one. You are not a submissive woman. You're actually quite dominant. Very dominant. Like you're bossy, controlling, you are manipulative. Ugh, you're bad. I don't know what made you think you were going to get with a man and have him tell you what to do. You're not about that life, Foodie. You want to tell a man what to do, especially when it comes to money. You are an out of control person. But one thing you maintain control of at all times is the money. You make sure that you make all the money because you want the power to make all the money so that, and you can have a man next to you that is codependent on you and your money. So you can control the money and you can also control him. And as long as you make the money and control the money, no man can tell you no to what you want. If you want 10 cheeseburgers, if you want 10 pounds of poutine, you can get it. Nobody can deny you. You always control the money. Nothing else you'll control, but you'll control that. You are a controlling person. You're not a submissive lady.
I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to be, no. I've decided that. Never.
Are we having a wake-up moment? Are we having a wake-up moment where you are figuring out, you know what? I really don't belong in Kuwait. I don't want to be with Salah. I am not happy with him. Maybe I need to go back home and just do me. Are we having that wake-up moment?
I don't like it. Even that I change my mind with sometimes.
Yeah, well, if you're waking up, if you're drinking the coffee and you're waking up, you know what to do. You need to go back home for a lot of reasons. Now, check this out. Y'all, look. Your mom's emotional support carrot says, wait a freaking minute. YouTube allows Chantal to glorify her eating problem, but James cannot share his weight loss journey. The man is trying to assist others. This video removal is utter garbage. So James Brightman, who's done some reacts to Foodie, wonderful gentleman, Mr. Brightman. Look, he just did a simple video, not on Chantal, and YouTube went after him and slapped him on the hand, saying community guidelines removal, your content, what I eat in a day, weight loss journey, day of eating, what I eat in a day. They removed it. It had nothing to do with Chantal. YouTube, what are you doing? You'll go after people like Mr. Brightman, but not Foodie. She's over there doing self-harm content, and she's trying to funnel people around the corner and cut you out of your 30%, and you leave her alone. I have to ask, does Foodie know somebody at YouTube? Is it like a friend of a friend situation? Are there some corrupt people working for YouTube? Like, does she have like an inside connect of some sort? There's got to be something. There's got to be a reason why they're leaving her alone and they're going after other people that are not even doing half as much. All right, Perfectly Imperfect says, because you already owe your Beezers an outing from 2 days ago after promising them when they met the 10 super chat goal. Foodie Beauty sounds like what you're doing is scamming and manipulating, which is against TOS. Yeah, and she knows it, and she's going to keep on doing it as long as YouTube lets her get away with it, honestly. Okay, this might be useful information for anybody out there that's dealing with stuff. So Kristen says, replying, let's see, Kristen, for any channel creators who have received a copyright strike and want to counter, check out the full video and resources in the description box here. So that's some helpful information for those who are being slapped by Foodie. All right, Lime Jello says she is 100% not smaller than she was in Canada. Here is the evidence. So this is Chantal back in Canada. Everybody take a good look at Foodie. Let's look at this. Just look at the way she looks from this side. And notice she doesn't have the pointy chin. Like, she's got a very round sort of chin. And this is like 200 pounds lighter than what she is now. But this is Foodie back in Canada. Where is this? I think this was in the Canadian Villa, if I'm not mistaken. And this is Foodie now. That's Foodie now. So Foodie then, and she was close to 400 pounds here, and Foodie now. So she hasn't gained any weight. She's smaller than what she was in Canada. No. You know what? Let's look at a few other things. Look how much smaller her hands look, and her arms. I mean, she was still a big lady, but just her face, everything. No, she's not smaller. She's much, much bigger now. Jen says, why do Amberlynn's videos get taken down? But Foodie talks about the same stuff, even worse, stuffs her face for fetish prawn, and nothing happens. Can someone explain to me why this big person seems to be untouchable when it comes to YouTube strikes? I don't know. I think she knows somebody. I really think she knows somebody. And I love this. And thank you for posting it, Lilu. Says, okay, but this is so true. Can some of y'all just shut up for 5 minutes? I'm an introverted person, and I can raise my hand to this. Why everyone forces introverts to be talkative and get out of their comfort zone, but no one forces extroverts to shut the F up for just a minute so the zone becomes comfortable. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's so true. Look at this from Science Girl, a tunnel in Taiwan. Can you imagine walking in this tunnel? It's like something out of a fairy tale. Oh, look at all the pink everywhere. I must go there. Where is this place? All right. So I think we're all caught up with the Twitter peeps. We're going to go on to the live stream. Oh, before I forget, just a little subfolder kind of thing. Let me just pull this up real quick. Just something for Foodie to think about. So, Foodie, I'm not wishing anything upon you, okay? But I know you watch my videos, and I would like to give you something to think about. Like, I don't know where your health is. I know it's bad. You might have some heart issues. If something happens and you have a medical event at home, there are just some things to keep in mind. That because you are a woman of a much, much bigger size, those that are trying to help you to keep you from losing your life, you're just going to make their efforts that much more difficult. Example A. Please allow me to show you. So if you're having, say, a heart attack or a stroke, of course, the medical professionals that are trying to help you, they're going to try to do CPR on you to keep your heart beating and to keep the oxygen level up. Here's something you should know. CPR for morbidly obese individuals requires specific adjustments to ensure effective chest compressions and breaths. Rescuers need to deliver chest compressions at a rate of 100 to 120 per minute, aiming for a depth of 2.4 inches, 5 to 6 centimeters. Due to the physical challenges of performing CPR on obese individuals, it's crucial to switch rescuers frequently to maintain high quality chest compressions and ensure adequate oxygen delivery. So that's a lot of work, Foodie. I mean, you're pressing with your hands on somebody's chest. Your arms are going to get tired, especially someone of a bigger size. Your hands, your arms are going to get tired. So if something happens to you, I hope that there are enough people that they can switch out the hands for compressions and that they're compressing deep enough, you know? So it makes it that much harder to help somebody like yourself of a much bigger size. When it comes to crucial situation, every second is precious. And if all of your major organs are screwed up, if you've got like a lot of weight on in your body, it just makes things that much harder. You're not improving your chances of surviving through it. So I just wanted to show that to you. Something you might want to think about the next time you put a burger in your mouth. Like if something medical happens to you, it's just going to be harder to help you. All right, so let's get on with her live stream. And like I said, I am here because Foodie was just being a grumpy old grump. She was having herself a little hissy fit. Why is everybody coming at me? You know, like I'm here for her grumpy moods. You know, when she's grumpy, it keeps the food out of her mouth. I'm okay with that. All right, good. We're not gonna react to all of this. Just a bit, but she was in a mood. How is it you can be getting money from people and be in such a mood, Foodie? But go ahead, do what you do. Let's go. Say
Poke cameos. No, I'm Muslim. Hey, oopsie daisies. I got most of the groceries put away, but there's a thing of crackers here. Just chilling on the couch. Don't know why. And
I know why. Because you're a food addict. And I don't know. I think you have an unhealthy obsession with food, and maybe it's like a security blanket for you. Maybe you feel secure having the food next to you versus across the room. Maybe it's like a security blanket. Maybe that's why. Maybe you're afraid that you might get suddenly snacky and want something there.
behind on all my messages, all my emails. I don't want to put makeup on. Can I just look ugly today? Okay.
She doesn't need makeup. She got the skin smoothing filter on. Look at it. Her skin looks practically flawless. That's why she's like, I don't need it. I'm not putting makeup on. You've already got sort of a filter makeup on.
That's right. No souk, no sunrise. Sorry about that. I really fell asleep. Like, I'm so tired all the time.
Every stream, every single one, everyone, I'm tired. I feel tired. I have no energy. Every single one. Chantal, do you want to shock girl world? You want to hit us upside the head with something new? Come on camera and say, I feel good. I've got energy. I feel like doing something today. Let's do something. Our heads will explode. It'll be something new. Because every freaking stream, I'm tired. From what? You don't do anything. You stay in the house all day. You don't go anywhere. What do you mean you're tired? Look, 8 minutes, 13 seconds into the stream. She's saying she's tired. You just got started. Why can't you come online ready to work? You said this is your job. Be ready to work. And if you're not ready to work, do what you need to do to get ready. Get some proper sleep. Get a proper meal. Take a nice shower. Put on some clean clothes. Put your makeup on. Whatever it is you got to do to feel good, to have enough energy for whatever stream you choose to do. It's called being professional. You don't just show up at your job. You show up ready to work and give you your best. And yet you don't. And why is that? Because your beezers let you get away with coming on camera, not ready to work. They're not calling you out for it. They keep paying you and they keep letting you get away with it. And as long as you get away with it, you're going to keep doing it.
The time.
I'm so sick of that. I'm tired. Shut up. Shut up. Nobody cares if you're tired. It's your fault that you're tired. You eat garbage all day. There's not garbage coming out of your mouth. There's garbage going in your mouth. And that's why you're tired.
I'm disorganized. YouTube lover. I'll feel alive and cute. I know, I need to feel alive.
How's that going to happen? What are you doing to make yourself feel alive? Nothing.
I have 2 clothes at work today and I'm not happy about it. That sucks. I hated closing, but you got this. I used to hate closing for work. Like, oh my God. I gotta put perfume.
Okay, I got to address this person right here. Scapegoat saying slather paint from head to toe or you're not a woman. Excuse me? Excuse me, scapegoat. Slather paint from head to toe or you're not a woman. Sir, or ma'am, I don't know if you're a male or female, but a woman can be a woman without a coat of paint, without foundation, without makeup. A woman can be a woman and a woman can be a queen without the makeup. I'm sitting here with no makeup on. Do you understand? I'm still very much a woman. I don't know who told you that nonsense. Paint from head to toe. You're not a woman. Shut up. Sit down.
When I get to America, and by America, I mean Canada. Why don't I just say Canada? I have to buy canvas, paints, and paint portraits. Want to see my self-portrait I did?
Is that supposed to be her? Is that... Of course, she would make her own self-portrait more flattering than the portraits that she's made of reactors. Of course she would. And even with the drawing, she filtered her own face. She got that pointy chin. No, you don't. That's a lie. And come on, Chantal, your eyes are not that big. Is that supposed to be your face?
Hey, kindness first. Crystal. A lot of people want to buy Beck. That's weird. Well, I mean, it's not weird. I'm appreciative that people want to buy my art. Thank you. I can make a second career. And then I can,
Crystal Clear says the reaction channels are saying, taking her saying America like she's moving to America, United States. They don't understand that means also North America, Canada. Look, she said America. Why didn't she say Canada? We're just going by what she says. And she's talking like she's going somewhere. She's just not saying exactly where. And I'm not saying she has to give us her home address or anything like that. I mean, she can keep that stuff private. But in my opinion, I think Foodie is doing a lot of like passing out false breadcrumbs, trying to lead the reaction channels on wild goose chases to distract us from finding out where she's really going, if she's going anywhere. Like she likes to tease people. And she likes to lie and lead people on and edge people about maybe going back home to Canada. So excuse us for getting confused from her lying so much.
Fire. Salah's young. He has to work for another, like... Haha! But me, I'm old, so... I can retire.
You can't retire. You have no money to retire on, ma'am. How can you retire if you got bankruptcies up the wazoo and you still owe on them and you got nothing saved? How is that possible? That is not possible.
Hey, Black Panther! Do I have a pension? Maybe.
No, you don't.
Hey, screenshot this! Let's go where? Retirement bees. Okay, where's my makeup?
Buzzball says, I don't know. You owe us from the other day with your goal. LOL. Beach. So she still hasn't done the goal from the other day. And now people are bringing that up. Like, what happened? You had a super chat goal. You haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, what's my next goal? Oh my gosh. Maybe I should catch up on my goals.
Maybe you should. Maybe don't make goals until you're done with the goals that you've already set. You've achieved. You've got the money. Go out and get those done first.
I have to make it a goal in the same day or it's not going to get done till later. I need red lipstick and I don't have any handy. Let the sky fall. Well, I know I'm going to be in rabbits.
Ooh, McKenna says, I just saw you mocked Dr. Now. You need that weight loss surgery bad, ASF. Foodie can't get weight loss surgery for so many reasons. She would not be approved because she's got a food addiction that is very, very active. No doctor would give her the surgery knowing that. They just wouldn't. It would be unwise because her problem is up here, not in her stomach. So if they reduce the size of her stomach and Foodie still wants to have B moments, all she's going to do is end up making herself vomit over and over again. And she might even rupture her new stomach. Because with the weight loss surgery, your stomach is the size of a teacup. And we've seen the way she eats. And that's not even going into her current health problems. Like all of her major organs are in trouble. Her kidneys, her heart, like her liver, all in trouble. Out of control blood sugar, diabetes, high blood pressure. There's so much wrong with her that doctors would look at her for weight loss surgery and go, no, ma'am. She would be high risk on the table. She might not make it off the table.
Mascara is only good for 3 weeks. Uh-oh. Teardrop, yay! Sorry I didn't come back yesterday.
And look at this. Y'all look at this. Nicole Garrett says, here, this is for a donut and to start your goal for the day. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Chantal, you call the reaction channels haters. We're haters, right? We're a bunch of bullies. What about people in your own chat? They know you have a problem with food. You got really high blood sugar. I mean, you're on max doses of metformin and insulin and everything else. You don't need any more sugar. You don't need any more carbs. You're a carb addict. And then there's idiots like this person, Nicole Garrett, giving you money for a donut, the very thing you don't need. Are you sure it's the reaction channels that are the haters? We are not promoting your addiction. We're not encouraging it. We're not enabling it. And yet fools like this are. Are you sure it's us that are the haters? When we're over here telling you, you need to go home. You need to get medical treatment. You need to go to inpatient and outpatient and seek out therapy. We're telling you these things. We don't like you for a great many reasons, but we're still trying to tell you, you need to take care of yourself. And yet people in your own chat, they're enabling the addiction. They're paying for it. They're encouraging it. I'm sorry. What kind of a person do you have to be that you see someone as an addict to something? You know they got a serious problem with it. And then you're going to turn around and pay for the very thing that they're addicted to. You are, I guess, wanting something bad to happen to Foodie, Nicole. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I really thought I was going to. Nicole, here's for the donut and start the goal for the day. Thank you, Nicole. You're always so sweet.
Is she sweet or is she wanting something bad to happen to you? The beezers that are paying for food, the ones that are doing the fan sponsorships, are they really so sweet, Foodie? That they're encouraging you to eat foods that you're going to gain more weight, you're going to have more health problems. You might end up in the hospital or a casket. If you end up in the hospital, are they going to come forward and pay your medical bills? Are they? Or are they going to be on your channel? Like, oh, I miss Foodie so much. I hope she's okay. When they're the ones that were encouraging this behavior in the first freaking place and funding it.
Someone give Nicole a break. Thank you. Appreciate you for the donut. We're going to get ice cream, Nicole. Water and an apple for you. Did that make a little difference? Do I look a lot different from my self-portrait now? Where's my glasses anyways? Oh, I gotta find my glasses. Watch, this is gonna be a nightmare. Oh, because I don't remember where I put them. What's wrong with me?
Everything.
I heard that so fast. Thank you, guys. Fill in my eyebrows? Oh, yeah, they're pretty light, eh? Hey, Triumph. Thank you, Saber. Saber-tooth Beezer. Wow, well, you're gorgeous, Nicole. You don't need it. At 60, my eyebrows grow in every direction possible.
I'm here for the snarky, not for her encouraging the Beezers to give her more money for her habits.
It's hot in Georgia. Yeah, it's hot out there.
Now, this is something interesting, and I'm like, who is this? So, Bone Clinks on Kick streaming makes funnier videos. I don't know who this person is. I don't go on Kick. So, they're reviewing her on Kick now?
I don't even know. A fun noodle. Oh, that's okay. Hey, Nona girl. You're trying to convince your hubby you need a donut. It's not going well. Hi, Shalini. See, I'm not the only one who has to beg my husband for things. Thank you, Moldy. If you go now, you're going to chill later. Yeah. It's hot. Hey, Heat Miser. It does move fast, yeah. So, yeah, I noticed, obviously, the super chats because they pop up. Buca di Beppo. I don't know.
You know, the thing is, first of all, Chantal has bad vision. She should be wearing her glasses. Her vision is really, really bad. Hence the reason why I think she shouldn't be driving at all, whether it's daytime or nighttime. It's just, It's not safe for her. It's not safe for people on the road near her. But she should be wearing her glasses here. Also, if she's on a browser, she could put the magnification of the text up bigger to where it's easier to read. But she's saying, oh, I can only read the super chats. And like, she just threw that in there, trying to encourage people, I guess, to buy more super chats so she can read them. And she can also slow her chat down. You can slow down your chat if it's too much.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. No, Mark, I haven't. Do you know how much a ticket is if you're speeding? No. Maybe 50 KD, which is $200. It's 9 p.m. Non-members only bees? No. We have to have members only bees.
Yeah, about that. She's not ever going to do a members only bees because she doesn't have enough members. She tried that once. Only 8 people showed up. That's why she won't do them.
Hey, Ron.
But then again, to be fair to the beezers that have the memberships, she's not showing anything outside the members only streams. Like, I should buy a membership because something exciting might happen. She's not inspiring people to get those memberships. When she does the members only streams, she's doing stuff that she does in normal chat. And even in the members only streams, she'll do a members only stream. And within an hour or the next day, the members only stuff is on public chat for everybody because she wants the views. So does it make sense to buy a membership for members only streams when they're not members only? It's not exclusive content.
Hey, Katie Kate. I want gelato.
Nobody cares.
Hold on a second. So there's like Baskin Robbins, or there's, which is like hard old-fashioned ice cream. Yeah, now chicken tenders. Don't even, I wouldn't, like I said, Teardrop, mods are free. Especially you.
Oh, she's getting spicy. This person, Free Blanket, says, but don't you owe us a fun activity already? Yes, she does. You guys should be getting fun activities regardless of super chat goals or not. I mean, it's been 3 years and she's not done much. She needs to get her big butt off vacation and get back to work.
Crystal, you're an asshole. What a
Woo! Here we go.
life. Like, okay, so yeah, maybe I'll go to the souk sometime. Don't worry about it.
Snide. She is snide. Maybe I'll think about it. And y'all put up with that over there? Can I ask why you put up with it? Because I am very curious. I'm curious, Kathy over here. Why would anyone put up with being around someone that is so rude, so obnoxious, so uncaring, so just negative? When there are so many choices on YouTube of places you can go and you can get entertaining content that you don't have to pay extra for. It's just there for free. Why do you guys support this person? That she chose the content that she has decided to make. She did, not y'all. She chose to do food content. She said she wanted to be a vlogger. Vloggers go out and do things. They entertain the audiences, and that's how they get their subs, and that's how they get the extra money. But they don't put it on the audience of, you have to buy everything connected to my channel. You got to buy it all. You got to. And I'm going to turn around and make money with this stuff that you guys buy and double and triple dip. I mean, the greed is out of control with this one, and y'all let her get away with it.
Ice cream give you diarrhea? Well, we'll find out. Hey, Miller. Thank you.
And more people saying, don't you already owe us a trip out? Yep.
Okay, so I guess Baskin Robbins it is. That's where we're going now, Suzanne. Did you donate towards the goal?
Oh, look, we're getting started. We're getting started. This is her getting defensive. When people are just simply pointing out to her, look, you already had a super chat goal. You met the goal. Part of the goal was you going somewhere. Shouldn't you be doing that before you ask for more money? And her way of pushing back is getting defensive and rude.
No. Do you ever notice it's always the stupid idiots who don't donate who complain about it?
Go ahead, Chantal. Go ahead and call people in your audience stupid. Let me just point something out to you. Since you're so dense and you haven't figured it out yet. When you come on camera, when you do a live stream, and this is anybody at all, you get on a live stream, when you're being rude to one person, you do realize that everybody else in the room can see you and hear you. Like you're showing your ugly face and your ugly attitude to everyone. And ugly is very off-putting. So by being defensive and being rude to one person, you're putting off a lot of other people. People who might be buying your memberships, people who might be tempted to buy a super chat or a cameo or buy your merch. Being rude is very expensive. It's very expensive when it comes to business. You know, if you want to do good business, if you want to make money, you have got to learn to be polite and be professional and not show people your ugly face and not show people that equally ugly attitude. Snotty is costly. Very, very costly. What is that old saying? You get more flies with honey than vinegar, and all you give anymore is rotted vinegar.
Ink. Why do you care? Nina, let's bees. Thank you, Nina. You're so kind and sweet. Thank you. Haha, shove that in your face. I'm just joking. I'm bitchy today.
That's every day.
You're gonna get it. It's worth the crap. Triumph chick. We just gotta stake out the nearest bathrooms. I should stay home. Why?
Isn't that what you want to do?
Yeah. Ice cream, please. It's always the people who come in.
So all that person said was, don't you owe people a visit out? They weren't being overly rude. They weren't being overly nasty. And Foodie is being overly nasty and giving attitude. And people in the chat are ganging up on that person just because Foodie's got an attitude. A lot of them take their cues from Foodie about what to do and what to say. They're playing follow the leader. All they did was ask a question and make a comment of like, you already did a super chat goal. Shouldn't you be doing that? And everybody's ganging up on that person now.
Don't you owe us an outing? You didn't even donate. What are you talking about? I don't owe you anything. Get out of here, you little bugger.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Foodie. Go ahead. Turn people off from your chat. Do it.
Before I kick your...
You are not going to kick anybody's butt. You don't have the capacity to fight anybody, Foodie. You don't have the capacity. I don't know why you try to be like an internet tough guy when you're so lacking in health that like just walking gets you out of breath. You're breathing hard. And what makes you think you could do well in a fight. Come on.
Kidding. I'm trying to be nice. Okay, I have my breathing machine thing. Are these... Okay, where's the actual glasses? This is why... This is just unbelievable. Why am I like this? Did it fall on the ground? Hey, Corinne.
Suzanne says, I don't want you to pass away. Unfortunately, Suzanne, there are people in her chat that's what they want. I know this sounds rude to say, but that's the truth. They want her to pass away, apparently. They're funding, enabling her food addiction like nobody's business. They're encouraging her to eat. They talk about food. There's a lot of, what do you call, buddy trolls. They're trolling her and enabling her addiction. And they're doing it with friendly faces. And so Foodie thinks it's okay. Because she wants to call us haters. And the true haters are the ones that are encouraging her to get sick.
Stretch your legs. Well, good for you, Suzanne, because guess what? I'm going to live forever. Hey, see?
All that she said was, I just don't want you to pass away. And she's getting snotty with her. Somebody expressing concern and saying, I just don't want anything bad to happen to you. Imagine getting snotty with a person who just says that to you. Expressing care is a reason to get snotty.
See, Senora. Juice up. Juice. She does like vanilla ice cream, just like BBJ did. It's some ice cream chill. My cats hate a car ride. I'm friggin' so hungry. Maybe I should...
You're always hungry.
Get something else before ice cream. People will complain no matter what you do, so just live your life and say F them. Yeah, true. Stretch bees. I don't want to go this early because it's going to be so busy, guys. Do you guys want to just bees for a bit longer? My sugars are not 500.
They're in the 400s, and that's with the metformin. So can y'all imagine if she didn't take her medication, where her sugars would be? Scary. Very scary.
Well, like 200.
No, absolutely not.
11:11. Go at 11:11. Oh, it's 11:11 there. Hey, K2. I haven't eaten. I had like something small in the morning. Well, like not morning, maybe like 1. Like a few breakfast things. I'm pretty hungry.
Isn't it amazing? She's always tired. Yet the two things she's never tired of, and she always has energy for, is to take people's money and to eat.
Yeah.
And she never gets tired of that. She's always got energy for those things.
Washroom.
Okay, we're skipping ahead.
She does, eh? Yeah, I don't hate on anyone's bag.
Oh, wait. She's talking about money. We got to get into that money.
Oh, the avenues. Ooh. That's the last place I would go on the first day. Yay, AM. Chai. No, you don't have to. We're gonna do some more videos. Yeah. Are you sleepy? Oh, big stinky yawn. Miss Chad. Somebody's watching me. Yep. There's an exercise equipment where things go to disappear. Yeah. Kaylee, when you gotta go, you gotta go. What's the temperature there? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out soon. It's 9:21. Hey, Fiona. I'm trying to think of what I want to eat.
She's always concerned about what she wants to eat versus what she can do to fill up her day. You know, something interesting, something fun. I mean, Foodie doesn't have anything to do all day. She can find things to do around the house, outside the house. It's not like she's working around a work schedule where she's only got so much time to do so much. She could go shopping all day and make money at the same time.
Have you ever worked to make money since the reactions channel steal from you? Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Carolina. So you have every right to make money since the reaction channels steal from you. Is that what you think, Carolina? That we steal from her? At the same time that she's the biggest thief on YouTube. Look at what she's done to you guys. How much she scammed you guys for money. Give me money to pay for cat food so I don't pay for cat food for my own cat. I need money for this. I need money for that. The numerous scams that she's pulled on her own channel from you beezers. No problem with that. You're supporting a thief and a con artist, but we're the thieves? And tell me, how is it that we steal from her when the thing that you're accusing us of, we don't steal her content because she still has it on her channel, correct? I mean, and it's virtually impossible to take her live streams off her channel to where she no longer has access to them and transfer it over to our channels. She has her live stream as it is, her videos as they are. All we do is simply transform them, add commentary, fair use, transformative. It is a thing. We are within terms of service. We're not stealing. We're just taking a product and making it better and giving people the choice. Where do you want to watch this? Do you want to watch our versions of her content or her version? And people can choose where they go and what they do. And a lot of people prefer the altered versions of her stream than hers. And it's her fault. If she worked harder, if she did more, if she was entertaining, more people would go to her channel, because that's how it was during Crackhead Olympics. Even though there were tons of reaction channels on her at the time, she was still banking money. She was doing well. Why? Because the content was unpredictable. Nobody knew what she was going to do. She was crazy. Ooh, she was crazy. But it was interesting. The unpredictability of it all made it interesting. We were making money, but she was making a lot of money. She was streaming 8 to 10 hours a day, every day. Like she was on it. And she's gotten off it. But we're not doing anything that we haven't been doing for the longest. We haven't changed what we do. She changed what she did and the way she did it. And that's why her content has gone downhill. That's why her money has gone downhill. And that's why she has to work 4 times as hard to make a little bit, because it's just that boring. And she's heard people say, it's boring, Foodie. It's boring. She's seen the comments on Twitter. She's seen the comments on the reaction channels. She has seen people say, Foodie is so boring, I don't want to watch her anymore. They're not interested in the feedy content. It's not their jam. And yet she continues to stick with that formula. That's her choice. So she's choosing to have a certain amount of income and a certain amount of interest. And that's why the reaction channels are thriving, because they want to keep up with the story. They just don't want to keep up with it through her. And they don't want to support a food addict in their addiction. They don't want to put money in her pocket because they know what's going to happen to the money once she gets it. They're saying, no, I don't want to be an enabler. I don't want to be a supporter of that. I want to keep up with this story, but I'll do it this way versus that way.
Julia has the most unique face. She does, eh? Yeah, I don't hate on anyone's bag, you know, Carolina. Why nobody should hate on mine?
You do hate on other people's bag. Liar. You do. You're pocket watching everybody.
I'm eating a taco salad. Veronica, yum. Gyoza.
You even hate on the tarot channels, Foodie. You hate on them immensely. You'll get in the comments. I just showed one the other day where you're talking about Neo Tarot saying, why do people put so much stock in the cards? Hey, it's what we choose to do for our content. You don't like it, don't watch. Same thing goes for your readers that support you. If they're not in tarot readings, that's fine. It's not everybody's thing. It's all right. But people are hating on the fact that people are doing tarot readings on YouTube. And as I said before, Foodie, and I'll say it again in case you forgot because you got a short-term memory over there, you and your uncompleted, unfinished sentences while you're eating, you should be grateful to the tarot readers. For the people that do tarot readings on you, we do long readings on you. Do you know how much that would cost you if you had to pay for them? You're getting insight for free all over the place from the reactors, from the tarot readers, from a lot of people. You are surrounded by insight, but you don't listen to none of it. You don't stop and think about what people are saying. All you hear is it's criticism, it's criticism, it's criticism. They're just saying things out of hate, and that's all it is. No, it's insight. Even if the insight is harsh, you should take it and think about it. But you don't. You're surrounded by support. You're surrounded by insight. Your ears are blocked up.
Gyoza? I should have gyoza. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Go for a local restaurant.
Still discussing food. Stop it. I don't want to hear any more about the food. Don't care.
How many years left for the goal?
See, Foodie, you don't like people putting pressure on you to go outside the house and do things. At the same time, you're putting pressure on people to donate money to you. You're making these super chat goals. You keep talking about them, and you're like, I need to make this goal. I need to make this goal. At the same time, you've got a goal that you haven't even fulfilled yet. Do you see how wrong this is?
I can't see it. McDonald's cheeseburgers on my face. Okay, there's a place. No, it's not the steak place.
Shut up.
Steak and Shake, yeah.
Her talk of food bores me. It's boring. This is not content. This is non-tent. She could just fill up 40 minutes just talking about, I want to go here. I want to go there. I'm thinking about this food. I'm thinking about that food. She's running up the meter just talking about blah, blah, blah.
Eat in the park? Yeah, maybe another time, Basma. I'll do that with Salah or something. That's a good idea, though. Do they not use toilets? Yeah, I guess I just don't know where the toilets are. Cover it like a cat. I'm crazy. Spring rolls with peanut sauce, yeah.
See what I mean? Y'all look at the comments. It's just a sample. You get this person saying, and then it says, do they have candy stores there? Does she need candy? She's a diabetic with high blood sugar. Why are you suggesting a candy store, idiot? People suggesting food, talking about food. When it comes to a food addict or any kind of addict, if you've got an active raging addiction, and Foodie has said she's thinking about food 24/7. Okay, that's how deep in the hole she is with this thing. And then you got people in your face talking about food, and every time they mention something, like she's thinking about it up here and she's remembering how that tasted, how it would taste right now. I mean, this is something she doesn't need. I mean, you can't do that. You can't walk up to someone who's got an addiction or even someone that's in recovery for an addiction and talk about the thing that they're addicted to without risking them being triggered to have a B moment of some sort or go overboard.
Yeah. Maybe I can order dinner?
Scooby-Doo says the buddy trolls are the ones who always bring up reaction channels, even though she is trying her best to avoid drama. Well, the buddy trolls could also be the people that talk about food when she shouldn't be thinking about food.
And then we can go out and get ice cream because it'll be late and nobody will be out. And then, yeah, if we meet the goal, we can go swimming. What do you guys think? We'll still go out and get ice cream just a bit later. Okay, let's seal and decide.
Oh God, back to the ceiling. Like you've just been talking for an hour and you have to seal already. Brooke A says, why do people in the chat just want you to sit inside? She did that yesterday on stream. Right. A good question. I think it's because there are people in the chat that are feedies. And this plays right into the feedie fetish. Go ahead, Chantal. Lay down. Don't do anything. Don't burn any calories. Save them all up and get bigger.
Hi. Yeah, Mariah, like, I don't know. What bubble place? Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh, what you doing?
I guess I can just like go another time. Like we're gonna do an outing just whenever I can, you know?
You can do it right now. You can do an outing right now. I mean, what else you got to do? Nothing. If one part of town is busy and you don't want the traffic and whatnot, you can go somewhere else. Go to the park. Go someplace quiet.
Traffic is bad and there are road closures. Yeah, that's true.
C. Amr says, I used to love watching your channel. This is insane. Yeah, it is. It is. It's turning a lot of people off. The only people that are not turned off by what she's doing are people that are in, maybe they got a food fetish themselves. Maybe they got a food obsession too. They're just not putting it together in their head. Like, I'm not just watching a content creator. I'm watching an addict. Okay? You're watching an addict indulge in their addiction and look towards the public to fund and enable their addiction, crowdsource, crowdfund their addiction because their addiction is so out of control, they can't afford it themselves. That's how bad it is. That Foodie cannot buy what she needs for her addiction on her own YouTube paycheck, which is big enough. I don't know how much she's making. I don't even care. But trust and believe she's making more than most people see in a month with her check. She's got her YouTube. She's got the memberships. She's got Cameo. She's got her merch stores. Okay. She's got the feedie request. She's pulling in more than y'all think. And yet it's not enough. The more money she gets, the more she indulges in the very thing that she's got a problem with. And that's why she's always continuously needing more. Do you understand? She needs more. The more she gets, the more she spends. She's never going to get ahead. She's never going to save anything. It's a lot of that money goes for her food addiction. If she were just a normal person with a normal job and a normal paycheck, she might actually be a lot healthier. She couldn't afford all that fast food. She couldn't afford all that takeout. She needs a crowd to keep that going.
I kind of want to stay up until sunrise, like 5 a.m., and then go out to get like coffee or something because I like.
And you know what? That might be another thing that's causing her to gain weight. Because what happens, y'all, when you don't get proper sleep? What happens? Anybody ever have a night or a day when you just stay up too late for whatever reason, and then you get maybe a few hours sleep and you wake up? What happens? You wake up tired, don't you? You're run down, and what do you crave for that tiredness? Carbs, sugar. You need that coffee. You craving those pastries. Her lack of sleep might actually be causing her to gain more weight.
Like going out when there's nobody.
Like lack of sleep, it produces cortisol, which is the fat hormone. So she's not sleeping, and that's not helping her to maintain her weight. She's gaining more.
You know? I don't feel sick. I want to go home. I want to go, and then I'm like, no, I want to stay home. I know, that's how I am. An earlier stream, yeah, Basma, I think so. Yeah, teardrop. Well, they can sit and spin. Hey, Squiddy. Yeah. Like early morning, I like going and beezing.
Free Blanket says, I think I was accused of being a troll too, just for wanting to see a fun outing. Yeah, like, again, there's a lot of people in Foodie's chat that they take her lead. If she gets rude on somebody, even if the person's just asking a question, that they're going to get rude too. They're going to gang up on that person. They're playing follow the leader with Foodie.
What? There's a restaurant called Zero Carb, but their meal is chicken biryani. Oh, how about you just bees and
Ooh, she get mad. I'm here for it. What happened? Say what you got to say.
thanks, Lavisa.
Minecraft and Chill says, why not have a plan before you start next time? Foodie, have a plan? That's unheard of. She never has a plan when she comes online. She just relies on the chat to carry the conversation for like 3 or 4 hours. Foodie doesn't plan anything.
Yeah, teardrop, I agree.
Chai says she needs a date night ASAP for her mental health. Well, the fact that Foodie stays in the house, that might be why her mental health is so bad.
I don't know what I'm going to eat.
And there's no reason for her to be this nasty to people. Didn't she just get groceries? It's not like she has no food in the house and she's hangry. If she's hangry, she can go get something to eat in her own kitchen.
Hey, Star. I just like one of my pet peeves, I guess, that is just people pressuring me to do things. Like,
well, if they don't pressure you, you don't do anything. If no one says anything, you don't do anything.
Exercise or stuff like that. Like I want to do things when I want to do them. You know what
But you never want to do anything.
I mean? And if I don't want to be healthy and I don't want to eat healthy, I don't want to do something, I don't want to do it. It doesn't affect anyone's life. Like, what? Like,
you know what, Chantal? I would almost agree with you about it doesn't affect anybody's life, except for the fact that you get on YouTube and you make content and you're in front of people. You want your viewers, your subs to care about you. You want them to be concerned for you. You do live streams where you put the title, I'm not feeling well. I'm not okay. You clickbait people to come in and be worried about you and ask you what is wrong. And you do this so you can get the views from them coming in and being worried. You talk about your health problems. You talk about how sick you are and this and that and the other thing is wrong with me. You involve people in your life on a personal level. You want to involve them as long as it means their involvement means money or can bring in money. There's no such thing as privacy with you. You'll open up the door to everything as long as you can profit off of it. If you don't want to get healthy, you don't have to get healthy. But you try to profit off of, I'm going to get healthy, I'm taking steps, and then you turn around and go, nope, I really don't care. You flip-flop between the two, trying to profit off of different kinds of audiences in your audience, people that care, but also people that are encouraging you to eat unhealthy. You want those two types of people in your audience to increase your audience number. Although, let's be real, let's keep it honest, your channel is an adult fetish channel, has been for a while, and it's only getting worse. You're trying to attract the fetish guys, as many as possible. You're looking for them, you're fishing for them, doing the content that you do. Anymore, your content is you with food dripping down your face and stuffing your face. You're catering hard to the feeties. Plus, you're mixing in the adult baby fetish and talking about splooshing with the pie in the face. You're doing your homework on adult fetishes, aren't you, girlfriend? You're like, what can I do on YouTube and what can I get away with that YouTube won't smack my hand over and I won't lose my channel over? You've turned your channel into an adult fetish channel. You're not telling your audience that because you want them to keep watching, all of them. If you want to do it the right way, you can get your butt off YouTube, take it to Patreon or OnlyFans and do it there and nobody would have anything to say because it's the right thing in the right place, but you're doing it in the wrong place and that's the problem. That's why I got a problem with you. Like you're subjecting people that might be underage to this crap. You want to hurt yourself. You want to harm yourself. You want to watch people watch you decline. You're putting it on full display. Look, everybody, I am a food addict and I want to get high in front of all of you. And I want you to pay me for it. And I'm also looking for those of you in the audience that you are so with this idea that you'll pay me to do it. You'll pay for the addiction and you'll pay for me to be an addict. You'll pay for me to be an even more intense addict. I mean, it's so twisted.
I'm very moody.
That's your problem.
RB, you're disgusting.
Margie Ion says, I hate that you're not feeling your best, but it's kind of like a friendship. Your friend may not always be up, but you love them anyway. This is not a friendship, though, Margie. She is not your friend. She is nobody's friend in the chat. Don't none of y'all know her on a personal level. She's not talking to you offline. There is no friendship here. You are all subscribers. You come to her channel, you watch her content, and if you want to, you give her money. There's no friendship here. And even if you were friends to Foodie, friends don't enable friends in their addiction. Do you understand? They don't encourage the addiction. You can give them emotional support, but you do not make the addiction worse. You do not participate in making the addiction worse. If you cared about somebody, you would never.
When people give money, they're giving money to tell me how to live my life?
No, you're making goals and you're supposed to fulfill the goals.
K2? No, it was for an outing, which I will do. Like, I know. I have a feeling you're going to be like this your
Anime Doesn't Suck says, we all knew last stream you weren't coming back. No surprise you're backing out of commitments again. Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise. She's got patterns.
entire life. Are you God? You don't know my future. You don't decide my future. You can feel like anything you want, but you have no idea. Like, who are you to tell somebody they're never going to change? They're never going to do this. They're never going to do that just because they're not doing it immediately.
You know what, Foodie? You're a very defiant person. You always have been. I don't know if you got if it's something mental, something emotional, but you know what? You could turn your defiant nature into something positive. You could turn that inside out and upside down and backwards. And if people are saying things about you that are ticking you off, like you're never going to change, you're always going to be this way, what you could do is say, oh, really? Well, I am just going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to lose all kinds of weight. And I'm going to prove that I've lost all kinds of weight. And I am going to get myself together. I'm going to be defiant in a positive way. I'm going to use my anger and defiance intelligently and use it to my advantage versus my disadvantage. But you're not doing that. You're not being smart with your defiant nature. You're not proving us wrong. You're proving us right.
Like, why would you want to, like, try to bring someone down with that? Like, it's so weird how people are. Like, I don't get it. They come over here, they pocket watch, they watch every little single thing. Oh, well, just because you're not going on the treadmill today, you refuse to go out, you're going to be a failure at life. Like, what? It's just weird. It's just weird. Like, I'm fine. I'm just like,
you know what's amazing? I'm looking at the chat right now, and you got this person in Free Blanket saying, I agree, Mike. I think donation goals stress her out. So they're worried about how the donation goals are stressing her out. What about the way she's stressing other people out? What about the pressure she's putting on her own beezers? Like, we got to make the goal. We got to make the goal. I got to get that money. I got to get that money. She stresses other people out by putting the pressure on. We have to make this goal. So it's okay for her to put the pressure on the VIBs to make this goal, whatever it is, to get $50, $100 for a goal. But let's feel sorry for Foodie. Oh, it's stressing her out. Then she shouldn't be doing the goals then. It's just that simple.
I told you what my problem is.
I mean, she is a grown-ass woman. She knows her own body. She knows what she can do. She knows what she's capable of and what she's not capable of. She knows her limitations. So if she knows that she can't do something, if physically she can't do it, mentally she can't do it, emotionally she can't do it, then don't set yourself up to disappoint people by just taking their money and doing nothing.
You know? Yeah, if I bother you that much, don't watch me. Like, pocket watch means that they're like watching my pockets, everything I do, every dollar, my finances, everything I do. Like,
you put it out there. To be fair, you put it out there. You talk about your money. You talk about your bankruptcies. You got the merch stores. I mean, you know, it's just amazing, Foodie. It is amazing that you're on YouTube and you're making whatever it is you make. You got the merch stores. You got the cameos, the video requests. I mean, I don't know how much money you're making. And honestly, I don't care. But you're also supposed to have a partner that, according to you, he makes good money. So how is it that you have a partner? You're not alone. You got a partner. He's supposed to be making good money, right? And you're doing all kinds of things to make money, and yet you're continuously begging. That's where people are scratching their heads over all this.
you know what it means. Don't be a stupid asshole.
Ooh.
Seriously, please. I'm not in the mood.
You're never in the mood to be confronted with your BS. You're never in the mood for that.
How about you just, Judy? No, how about you just bees and hang out without it always having to be about my effing weight, about my diet, about what I put in my mouth. It's no one's business.
You make it everybody's business. You do these live streams. You do your mukbangs. You put it out there. You show people what you eat. If you ate off camera, nobody would have anything to say. We wouldn't have to watch it. No one would be witness to it. You invite the criticism by putting it online, Chantal. You invite it all by eating massive amounts of food and then turning around and telling people about everything that's wrong with you, your health problems. Oh, I got an enlarged heart. I have a heart murmur. I have a liver three to four times the size of normal. My kidneys are not good. I've got diabetes. I've got high blood sugar. I've got high blood pressure. I'm on 3 different types of diabetic medication and insulin. How do we know all this stuff about you? Because you told us, fool. So you're destroying your health and you want money for that. And then you get sick for destroying your health and you want money and attention and sympathy for that. Do you understand the cycle? You're trying to profit from every angle, putting it all on the public eye, all of it, every single bit of it. You're not making it private. You're not doing this stuff offline. And if people come online and they remark about your weight, it's because also in your live streams, you show that your mobility is not good. You're walking through a store and you're breathing heavy. I mean, just walking. It's very concerning. I mean, if you were on just a public street around people that had no idea who you are, they didn't know about your YouTube thing, they wouldn't know that you were Foodie Beauty, and they saw you walk by and you're 500 plus pounds and you're breathing heavy and you're sweating and your face is going white because you look like you were about to pass out, anybody walking by would say, my goodness, I hope that person's going to be okay. I mean, they look really, really sick. Like they're going to pass out any minute. You're going to wonder, you're going to say, is that person going to be okay? And yet your subs ask you, are you going to be okay? Because about all the stuff you complain about and all the things you show on your channel, it's your fault.
I'm not here talking about my diet today.
There is no diet. She doesn't do diets.
Like,
and can I just say this? She needs to stop using that word beezing, because beezing means misbehaving. And it's also code for B moments. So a 41-year-old diabetic who's in serious health should not be beezing. She should stop the beezing. It used to be a word where she meant like, I'm just having fun. But anymore, beezing, things have gotten dark on her channel. They've gotten really dark. Her health is getting worse. She's gaining more weight. She should not be beezing. If she's going to be beezing, she needs to do like inpatient bees, therapy bees. That's the kind of beezing she needs, not food.
I'm 41. I have free will. If I want to destroy my health, that's my prerogative. Like,
yeah, and we see you're using it.
If that's what you think I'm doing.
You are. You are doing that.
Oh, YouTube lover. You're right. They poke and they're annoying on purpose. Exactly. Yes, I bees every day. That's what I want to do with my life. I want to bees. It's not your business.
Then don't come online and broadcast your business. It becomes our business when you broadcast it. You decided to come on a public platform like YouTube and put your content out to the public to make money off the public by putting things in front of the full view of the public. So since you did that, then the public has a right to their feelings, their thoughts, and opinions. And if you don't like those thoughts, feelings, and opinions, then don't work so hard to seek out said public thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Twitter, on YouTube. Stay out of people's live chats and their community posts. Stay off the channels of the tarot readers. Just stay out. Stay in your own backyard and not be bothered.
And I don't want to take a day off either.
Yeah, because you got to make money.
If I want to be online, I'll be online. Like, I hate people telling me what to do. I'm not the one, I guess. I'm not the one. I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to be, no. I've decided that. Never. I don't like it. Even that I change my mind with sometimes. When did I ask you? Anyone can suddenly feel bad. Yeah. No, the people who poke and poke, they don't care. You don't even know me. How are you going to care?
You know what? The people who might be poking and poking and poking at you might be the ones that care the most. And the ones who are going along with your nonsense and encouraging your addiction, they are the ones that care the least. If they care about anything, it's watching you get more and more sick, Foodie. Honestly. Woman to woman, addict to addict, because my food addiction is under control. Yours isn't. But you can't lie to one of your own. Do you understand? You're someone that's still there. I'm someone that was once there. Not to the level that you're at, but I was still there, girlfriend. Let me tell you, you can't lie to one of your own. What's the old saying? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. You can't lie to one of your own. And these people that are in the chat encouraging you to eat food, they're talking about food. They are the biggest haters you have. They may wear a friendly face, but they're still haters. Because a person would have to hate another person to encourage them to get sick, to keep going with that sickness and pay for that sickness to increase. And not a single one of them, if you go to the hospital, are going to be there to hold your hand or pay your medical bills or send you flowers. No, they're encouraging you to meet the Grim Reaper that much faster. And don't you dare, if you watch this, come over here and say, you're wishing that for me. No, ma'am. No. You're wishing that for yourself. Every time you do a mukbang, every time you have a B moment in front of the camera, every time you do a feedie request off camera or a cameo request that does food, you are encouraging that for yourself, and you are not stopping and you're not fighting against it. I've been watching you for 8 years, girl. 8. And I have been waiting to see if you would have that moment where you were truly physically fighting against the addiction. I wanted to see it. I was waiting to see it. I never saw it. I never saw you have a moment where you would eat and go, ugh, what did I just do? I can't believe I did that. Never have I seen that. Never. I don't see that frustration. I don't see that anger. I don't see that battle going on. You're not battling against it. You're leaning into it and you're justifying it, saying, it's my job. Pick a different job then, one that doesn't hurt your body, one that benefits your body. But you're destroying it from the inside out, and you're okay with that, and so are your subs. So are they. They're surrounding you and encouraging you to eat and eat and eat and talking about food. They make me sick. It makes me so sick to see that. Addiction is not a cute thing. It is not a healthy thing. Addiction, it doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care where you live. It doesn't care how much money you got. It doesn't care if you got family or friends or a social life or any kind of happiness. It takes all that from you, little by little by little, until you have none left. And then when there's one thing left, your life takes that too. And I can't believe the people in your chat, they just keep pushing you towards that. You're the person, your addiction is your responsibility to deal with, to put right. It's ultimately up to you. Nobody can push you towards recovery. But it doesn't help that they surround you and make it seem normal. It's not fucking normal. for someone to enable another person in their addiction and pay for it. It's not normal. And it ain't right either. And all of you in Foodie's chat that want to say, well, I want to support Chantal. I care about her. You care about her? Care about her the right way. Don't pay for the fucking addiction, stupid. Don't enable it. Don't give her money for food. You're paying for what she's addicted to. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? You want her to get sick? You want her to go in a hospital? You want her bedridden? Is that what you want? Will that turn you on? Is that your jam? I mean, think about it. Think hard. Think hard. I've experienced both sides of addiction. Myself as an addict, and I lost somebody close to me to addiction. I know both sides of that equation. What about the people in Foodie's life that actually care about her family? Like, you guys are enabling her shit. Are you thinking about her family? Like how sad they're going to be if something happens to her? Are you? No, you're not. You're not. You're really not. You're not helping anything, encouraging her to eat and talk about food. So don't come over here and say, like, you reaction channels are a bunch of haters. We're not paying for her addiction. We are not giving her the super chats for such. We're not doing the fan donations, are we? We're just sitting and reacting to her, but we're not funding what she's addicted to.
You can care and say it once and then just like, that's it. I don't have to listen to you. Like, you can give your opinion. You think that like I'm going to take the opinion of every single person on the internet who gives me advice? No, I'm not. Sorry, but I live my life the way I want to live it. And
do you really want to live your life this way, though? I have an important question for you, Foodie. Are you happy? Don't answer right away. Think about it. Are you truly happy? Or are you distracting yourself through food, through whatever else, from the fact that you're not happy? I don't think you are happy. No addict is ever happy. No addict I've ever known was happy in their addiction, was happy with their life. There's a lot of unhappiness. Maybe they were experiencing unhappiness before the addiction began, and that's why the addiction came along, because they were looking for happiness, but they were looking for it in the wrong place with the wrong thing. And then things just got out of control. You're not happy. You can't be if you're an addict. There's no happiness in addiction. You're using the food and whatever else as a distraction from how unhappy you really are. You don't want to face it. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to sit down and have a conversation with the unhappiness and say, why are you here? What can I do about you? You're a guest in my house, doggone it, and I don't want you here. Can we talk? Can you please go away? Like, why are you even showing up? You won't do that. You won't sit down and face the unhappiness and ask yourself, why is this here? Why won't it go away? And solve it to where happiness can show up and sit down and have a cup of coffee with you. You're not happy. You're surrounded by unhappy. And you know what? I think it pisses you off. The fact that the reaction channels can see how unhappy you are, and we point it out. And the tarot readers, when we do our card readings, the unhappiness comes shining through, and we pick up on it, and we point it out. And you don't want people pointing out just how unhappy you are. You want to delude yourself into thinking, I'm happy. Are you? No. You're not happy. And you're not healthy either. And you are not fulfilled. You got a void inside of you. I'm not talking about your stomach. I'm talking about your soul. You got a void in your soul. You feel it and you don't know how to deal with it. You don't know what to do about it. You don't know what it's going to take to fill it up. Can I give you a clue? Food won't fill it up. Party favors won't fill it up. Material things won't fill it up. You know how you fill up that void, Foodie? By looking inward and seeing, what would I find meaningful? What can I reach for that's meaningful to my soul? And cultivating that. You're out of balance right now. You've been out of balance for a while and it's only getting worse. But that's the piece of the puzzle you're missing. You feel the void. You feel the emptiness inside that has no name. And you're filling it with the wrong things. You're distracting yourself with the wrong things. And on you go in this endless toxic hamster wheel. You've eaten all kinds of food, Foodie. Has it filled up the void even a little bit? No, and it's not gonna. So take your right hand and your left hand and smack yourself. Smack some truth into yourself and get it through your head. You want to be happy? You have to cultivate real happiness versus short bursts of happiness that don't last.
You know, like, if you're just here to bring the vibe down, like, go get lost. I don't know. Imagine if you had a YouTube channel and people were nothing but critical. Yeah.
Coffee Rex says your stubbornness will be your downfall. It always has been. She's so stubborn. She wants people to care about her, but only in the way that she deems appropriate. And what's appropriate for her is if they support all of her bad behavior and don't call her out for it. That's the kind of care she wants because it's in line with her toxic, addictive narrative. She doesn't want anybody speaking out against that. And you know what that tells me? If she wants that narrative, if she wants people around to support that narrative, she's not going to change. She doesn't want to change. She wants to stay as she is, even though the way she is detrimental to her health.
No, I'm not, Kat. People who are like that are not my beezers. Thank you very much. And I've only just seen you now. I don't even know who the hell you are.
This is the real Chantal. Chantal cannot come back and say, when this comes up in a reaction channel, she can even blame it on, oh, I was drunk or I was high when I said this. Use being inebriated as an excuse for this bad behavior. This is the real one right here. She's straight up sober saying this. She can't blame it on anything else except for the fact that this is the real her. She's a mean, nasty, stubborn, evil, rotten person. You understand? This is who she is. This was the Chantal that we saw back during Crackhead Olympics a lot. And it was actually worse because at that time, she was making more money. And that more money made her arrogant. Oh, it made her arrogant. She was high on that horse, son. In the sky she was. That horse was way up there. And she thought because it was way up there that she was untouchable. She was mean, nasty. Thinking I could just get away with this. I could treat people like trash because I got lots of money. Well, she don't have so much money now, but she's still nasty.
All these people giving you advice are probably the ones who wouldn't. Yeah, exactly, Star. Thanks, Voiceless Ghost. That's very true. Echidna? Oh my gosh, Leonie.
Judy says, respectfully, do you ever think we get tired of being scolded like children? I'm sure you guys do, but you guys still stick around. See, that's the thing when it comes to an abusive person. Beezers, let me give you a different perspective, a different point of view, and just think about what I'm saying. Foodie is an abusive person. She always has been. What are some of the traits of an abusive person? When it comes to abusive people, whoever they pick to abuse, the person who is being abused, what are some of the phases? Phase 1, the abusive person picks their target, which would be you beezers right now. Phase 2, the abuser wants to isolate their target. Think about the fact that Foodie, she takes offense to anybody who is a beezer going on anybody else's channel. She doesn't want y'all going on anybody else's channel because she's trying to isolate you on her own channel so that the only narrative you hear and that you believe is her narrative. You're not going to hear anybody else's opinions or perspective or old video clips or retro reacts showing the real her. She doesn't want y'all knowing that stuff. She wants you to be deprived of the information so that you're not going to see her real face and you're going to believe whatever she says. Phase 3, once they lock target on you, once they have you isolated, they will go through periods where they put you down, make you feel unimportant, make you feel less than yourself. They're stripping you of your self-esteem. And they do this on purpose. It is very manipulative. They do it to gain control of you. Because if you're not feeling good about yourself, you're not feeling strong, then you feel worthless and you'll stick around. You won't fight back. They don't want you to fight back. It's all about control and manipulation. Phase 4 is they'll keep pushing back the boundaries of their abuse. They might abuse you emotionally or verbally or mentally or psychologically. People that are abusers, they like to test the boundaries and keep pushing them back. They're always testing to see what they can get away with. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. They're always testing the boundaries and pushing them back to see what they can get away with, what you'll let them get away with. They're always testing to see where the line is. And when they feel like they're right at the point where you're about ready to break and break away, that's when they do the love bombing. I love you guys so much. I care about you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Foodie is an abusive person, and she's being abusive on a much larger scale by having her live chats and treating people the way she does. She starts going off. People immediately start feeling afraid and intimidated. She uses the fact that she's got a public channel as a means of public humiliation and degradation to keep people in line. She's not just being abusive to one person, she's being abusive to many at the same time. And this is something that she used to do back in Crackhead Olympics. And new beezers, I'm just going to let you know. Back in the day, she was worse with it. Like if a beezer got on her nerves, she would talk about him in the live stream. She'd even do community posts, posting people's pictures. Yeah, her own subs. She is an online freaking bully. She's all about taking your money, controlling y'all, making you people feel unimportant when it's the other way around because you're the one paying her bills. You're all paying her bills. You're paying her rent. You're paying for her groceries. You're paying for her party favors. You're paying for Salah. You're paying for Julia. You're paying for everything. You know that? You have the power. You have more power than you know. If you didn't fill up her room and give her super chats and watch her live streams, where would she be? You're funding her entire life, and yet she's making y'all feel unimportant. And all these excuses about I can't go out, I'm stop. Really, just stop, Foodie. There are lots of people in the world that go out and work 8 to 10 hours a day and deal with morning traffic and afternoon traffic, and then have to come home and feed the kids and feed the husband and clean the house, and they're exhausted and they got to get back up in the morning and do it all over again. And you can't be bothered with a trip out that you promised that people paid for. You can't sit down and make a 15-minute entertaining video. Girl, just stop right there. Just stop. You got one of the easiest jobs in the world. You got more freedom than most, and you don't appreciate that. And you don't appreciate the people who give that to you. You don't appreciate the gifts that they give you on a daily basis. And they let you get away with being a rude, inconsiderate brat. And I hope one day they all wake up and they realize, I ain't got to put up with this. I'll take my money and my views somewhere else, to somebody who actually gives a damn. But we will see. We'll see. But yeah, Beezers, you're in an abusive relationship with Foodie and don't even realize it. But maybe you do now, because I told you.
Your stubbornness will be your downfall. Stubborn about what?
Everything.
You think I'm living my life to defy you people?
Yep.
Like what? I can assure you I don't have you in mind when I make decisions in my life. I live my life how I want to live my life.
You're not even living your life. You're making a point to try to not live, not go out, not do things, not better yourself, when you got all the power in the world to do it, Foodie. And you got enough money. You got all the tools you need to be better. And you're choosing not to. It's actually a choice at this point. You're choosing to be unhealthy, to be sick, to be tired, to be miserable. You are making these choices. All of these are a choice. You're making that choice, and you're free to make those choices. You're free to do it.
And if it is my downfall, oh well, I guess that's my problem, isn't it?
And you know what? That's the scary part. That is the scary part. And that is the scary part about Foodie. She's okay with her downfall. That's a scary thing, though. If you want my opinion, I have to seriously wonder, since Foodie has lived her life for the last 8 years in front of the camera, I'm seriously wondering if she wants to go out the same way. If she wants to have, say, a heart attack or a stroke in front of people. Like, she doesn't want to be alone, she said, when that happens. So I am wondering, Chantal, if you're seriously wanting a medical event on camera. You want everybody to watch that happen. For the record, I don't want to see it happen. I don't. I'm not morbid like that. I don't want to see it. So if that's what you're planning, or that is something that's appealing to you, I just know that I'm not interested, and I think a lot of other people feel the same way. Okay? It's bad enough that you are indulging in your addiction on camera and making everybody watch, but I don't want to see it. I don't. Not interested.
It's not yours. I'm not dumb. I know what bad food does to me. I know smoking is bad. I'm not a fucking child.
You act like one. And let me put this thought in your head, Chantal. I just want to let you know. Like, I don't know what your plans are, okay? but just something you should be I know you hate thinking about this stuff, but too bad. I'm going to let you know regardless. If something were to happen to you medically and you are bedbound, I'm putting this out to you. Salah doesn't have the medical training to care for you at home. He's not a nurse. He's not a CNA. He's not an RN. He doesn't know what to look for. He won't bathe you in bed. He doesn't know what to look for as far as bed sores, skin infections, yeast infections, none of that. If you're over 500 pounds, you're going to need at least, I would say, 2 or 3 people to get you in and out of bed safely so that they're not hurting their backs. On top of that, you're going to need special equipment if you become bedridden. You're going to need a special bed that can handle all of your weight. You're going to need a lifting bar to help you get in and out of bed. You're going to need a special wheelchair. You're going to need all kinds of things that total into the thousands. And that's if you can find someone that will care for you full-time at home. If you can't find a relative, which I don't think you can, I don't think any of your relatives want to sign on to being your 24/7 nurse, which is hard. My hat goes off to all caretakers because it's not an easy job, especially when it comes to, say, someone who is super morbidly obese. It just becomes more labor intense. Then what's the option? You have to go to, say, a nursing facility. One thing about that, Foodie, because I have done my homework on that, a lot of nursing facilities, they may reject you being in their care just because of your size. Because someone who's super morbidly obese, that might require extra staff that they don't have. That might require beds and equipment, which they may not have. So it might be harder for you to find a facility that will even accept you. So rolling with this thought of, I'll just become bedridden and somebody somewhere will take care of me, don't count on it. I haven't seen or heard of anybody around you that has the training or the time to take care of you round the clock, which you will need. So you might want to back off on doing the mukbangs and doing the requests, because you're at that tipping point right now. If you gain much more weight and you become off your feet, you're going to go downhill real fast. And not your mom or your stepdad or Pete's or Salah or anybody, or your Aunt Phyllis. No one has the capacity to take you in and take care of you. And I don't think you have the money for medical care from a licensed professional, because at-home nurses are expensive, especially considering how much care you're going to need. So just a thought, just a thought.
You know? Thanks, Joanna. You think about viewers when you're asking for money. That's so unrelated. So unrelated. And again, you're not one person who donates money. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
So basically what she's saying is the one person or whoever contributed to the super chat goal, which she still hasn't done, and only those people are allowed to complain. Everybody else in the chat, if you did not contribute to the super chat goal, you got no right to talk. You got no right to be angry about her not doing anything. Yeah, you do. You really do, because how many of your live streams do you watch? How much boring time do you put up with? What about the people who bought memberships? They don't have a right to complain. They spent the extra money and yet they're not really getting anything. They can't complain, Foodie.
Yes, people should be blocked, Melanie. Yep. Hey, Mary. If all you did was come in here to be a pot stirrer, please show yourself out. You have extremely disrespectful. Yeah, who is that? Let's get them out of here. I hate these people. They're like children. Like, fuck off.
Blue Lace says, my thing is that maybe if you set a goal, then maybe don't set another until you do the previous goal. That would really calm your chat down. You know, I'm just trying to help. Well, that's how she should do it. She sets a goal, she does it, and then set another goal, and then do that too.
Yeah. Thanks, voiceless ghost. Why does it matter? Nobody? Okay, anyone who's donated money, and
she's about to go off on Blue Lace. And I just read the comment from Blue Lace. That wasn't rude. Blue Lace was not rude. She said, I'm just trying to help. And Foodie's about to go off on her.
I know who you are. If you have a complaint that I haven't done the outing yet, please voice your opinion.
The way she says it, like, I dare you. I dare you to speak up. See, she's an abusive person and she's using bullying tactics to keep people quiet. Like, I dare you to complain. Because if you complain, I'll block you. I'll block you if you dare to complain about the fact that I'm lazy and I'm just taking your money and getting money for free.
Other than that, everyone else who hasn't donated a dime can shut up. Because
no, they can't shut up. Just because they didn't contribute to the goal doesn't mean they shouldn't have a voice. They're watching your videos. They're helping you make money. They're watching all the Google ads that you overload your live streams with, Foodie. So they shouldn't shut up. They're the reason why you have an income in the first place. How you're able to have a home with Salah or without. You're giving them money for the red room visits. They're paying for your groceries. They're paying for your phone bill. They're paying for the massive amounts of fast food. They have a right to say something.
Because you don't have a right to say anything.
Nope, wrong.
Seriously, you're getting on my last nerve. You don't have a right. Did I say, sorry, I'm never going to go on an outing? No. I'm going to feel better soon, either in the morning, probably this morning. I know, Crystal. I hate these people. That's all they do.
And Free Blanket just pointed something important out, saying, it's just that we are all potential donators. I would love to donate. Right. Thank you, Free Blanket. This is what I'm talking about. She wants money. She wants to make money. She has to inspire people and give them a reason to do the super chats, to get the memberships. She's not giving that inspiration. You gotta give people a reason to take money out of their pocket, Foodie. You can't just sit home and seal and think that's inspirational. It's not. You want people's money, you gotta work a little bit and earn it.
They live for fucking rage. That's it. They're sick in the fucking head. Seriously.
No sugar. No sugar. You can just go F off. You're always in the chat giving her money. Shut up. No Sugar says, yes, they are waiting for a rage. Yeah, we are. You want to know why? No Sugar? Because what's the alternative? Her stuffing her face full of food. I'm sorry. I'm not into the food fetish. I don't find her having food dribbling down her face and farting appealing. I mean, there's no variety here. It's either raging or the feedy content. I'm not into the feedy content. So, yeah, the rages are better for me. I don't want to see her eat. It's gross.
No life. Anyway.
Max in Space says, if you were a dictator, you'd be executing people left and right for dissenting opinions. Yep. This is the queen holding her court and saying, off with their heads. And let them eat cake.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, look at her. She's doing a live stream and she's not even paying attention to the live stream. She's looking at menus or something. How rude.
It's not that I don't feel happy. I just don't feel like mentally good to go out there. Right.
You never do. And this goes against the picture you're trying to paint in front of people. Like, I am so happy with my life. Are you happy? Are you happy, Chantal? You're not happy if you're an addict. No addict is ever truly happy. No one ever is. Addiction does not make you happy.
No. Hopefully, Aurora. So I'm just looking at I can't even decide what to have to.
How rude. You got a room full of people and you're looking at menus. Are you serious?
To eat. That's, yeah, I'm a mess. And people who are annoying, just like it feels like they're just picking at your sweater, you know, like, go away. You're worse than an insect. It's so weird. But don't you worry. You guys know I'm good for a good bees. Babe. Shrimpy.
Like, does anybody have an idea? Like, this is how fixated on food she is. Room full of people, she should be talking to them, and her mind is fixating on food. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. Wasn't she supposed to go swimming? Is it a good idea to eat before she goes swimming? No, it's not.
Broken stove merch. I sit on my eggs so they can hatch. You're just mad because you couldn't walk to a bus stop. Okay, whatever. I don't need to. And yes, I can.
Then do it.
Retard. Sorry.
Yeah, I heard about that. Her using the R word again. And she knows she shouldn't be using it, but she does it anyway. She loves that word. So apologies to anybody in my audience that heard her say that word. That's a bad word. But Foodie loves to have that word come out of her mouth.
Oh my God. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, you did. You love saying that word.
Really, it just slips out. I swear. I swear. You don't know how many times in life I've used that growing up.
But that was when you were younger, and now you're older and you know better. No excuses, Foodie. You're an adult now.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm canceled again. Call the police. Don't say that word. It slipped out.
No, it didn't. You made a point to say that word. It wasn't like you were speaking really fast and then that word came out when you were in a moment of like outburst. You meant to say it.
Shut up, Paul.
And if she were really sorry about it, why is she laughing about it?
Every R word is 20 minutes on the treadmill. Oh no, Brooke, that's sad. Yeah.
Kitty Peony says, Chantal, quote, when we hit the goal, I'm going to swim. Also, Chantal, when she hits the goal, do you think you can tell me what to do? Exactly.
When we hit the goal, I'm going to swim. Do you think you can tell me what to do? It's different, Kitty Peony. I'm talking about other things. There's a reason most of the actors aren't on camera. Yeah, thank goodness. And none of their audience cares because they don't want them on friggin' camera.
Chantal, let's be real, okay? You come on camera. Sometimes you choose not to turn your camera on because you just want to be ease. But even when you're on camera, what we're looking at right now is a living avatar. You get a bazillion filters going. You're not even showing your authentic self. So I don't want to hear anything from you. Girl, I am older than you. And I'm sitting here. I got my hoodie on. I got my comfortable sweatpants on. No makeup. And I'm cool with that. I don't care. People can see me as I am. I'm comfortable with myself. You're not comfortable with yourself. Because if you were, you'd let it all hang out. But the Chantal that we're looking at, this is like a sort of kind of version of the Chantal you wish you were. But I'm sure when you take off the hijab and you take off the abaya and you got to look at yourself in the mirror, you look completely different. And whatever it is that you see, you don't like it. You're not comfortable with it. That's why you're shy in public and you don't want to be around people and you don't want to come on camera raw dogging. You're not comfortable with yourself and yet you won't change yourself at the same time.
Why do they take it so seriously? Like, just enjoy the lives and videos. Yeah. Why make goals? Because why not?
Because she's a greedy fool and she wants your money and she wants to see how stupid you people are and if you'll give it to her.
I've achieved every single goal so far. I've done it, except for an extra outing. And that will happen. Don't worry. Okay? And if you haven't donated towards the goal, I don't even want to hear you complain about it. Because you have no right to. Yeah, Melissa, I probably should. People can encourage to do exercise, but if I don't want to do it, I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to hear, oh, go, come on, come on, come on. No, I don't need cheerleaders. I don't like them. Until I came to see what it was about, and I don't see why they hate on you so bad. You keep your word and I don't lie about who you are.
Okay, let's move on. She's in the pool now. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry about that. I clicked the wrong button. We are where we need to be right now. So let's continue. My apologies. I clicked the back button when I shouldn't have.
Memberships in case people want to join and so they can chat with and enjoy the bees. Uh-oh. I think these are going to be dead soon. Hi, sweet love. Helping me with the goal. It is 11 p.m. here.
Lord, have mercy. The last time we saw the pool area, didn't it look cleaner? I could have sworn it looked cleaner. And y'all look at the situation on the back wall. That looks terrible. I wonder if there is a leak or something on the outside wall and it looks like that. Ugh. Look at all this mold. It's terrible.
Okay. I'm going to jump in.
And I hate to gross anybody out, but Foodie really should be taking a shower before she gets in the pool. She's a filthy person. She's getting in a public pool, sweaty, filthy. That's just not nice.
Try going slow. You're going to be cold, babe. I know it.
It's okay.
Want me to hold the phone?
No.
So she was supposed to be getting tipped to swim in the pool. She's not really swimming. She's just basically walking in the pool.
Hi, guys.
Coming through.
I want to float.
Can you do it? I bet you can. Great job. You can do it. Continue.
You know what? I hate to be rude, but like Foodie could float in the pool. She just doesn't want to get her back straight in the water because she doesn't want her tummy sticking all the way up, I think.
Even with hijab, I get
She's trying to hide it.
water in my ear. Uh-oh. In my swimsuit?
Let me help you.
Oh boy, you know he doesn't want her touching him. She's like, got him in a headlock. Urgh. And he's like, oh God, the things I have to do for money. Yeah, you signed on to this. You signed up for this, Salah, and you won't let her go. So enjoy it.
Don't drown. See, I'm in a better mood now.
Yeah, because you got to touch Salah.
We know best. But it's not as nerve-wracking because there's nobody here but us. You know?
Show them your skills.
My skills? Okay, I can do the frog.
يلا. Tin 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 tin. And pays well, I swear. LOL.
Oh, wow. Okay. Pays well? What's that? Oh, the shape on the bottom of the pool. What is that? Ooh.
Looks interesting. Looks refreshing. Yeah, Larry.
That's why I don't want to go swimming in the ocean because I have a fear of stepping on a cephalopod. If I step on a cephalopod, I'm going to freak out.
You're gonna flip out.
Yeah.
Lily said script goat. Now I am curious. Justine, so awesome to see you happy and having fun.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the right person to look up to.
Future nurse said, what other than swimming you have guys you do for fun?
Bees.
It's your favorite hobby?
Yeah, we're more like homebodies in a way, especially in the heat, but watch movies together, spend time together, and
Boring. Like for the last 3 years, what have you done with Salah? Watch movies. Sit in bed and watch movies. Oh, joy. It sounds really exciting, Chantal.
Do gaming also.
yeah, you like to game a lot.
Playing keyboard, music.
I'm
And
enjoying.
you sing and you can draw. You are an artist, babe.
Thank you.
Look, y'all look behind her. Does this look not? This looks terrible. Black. It looks like there's black mold. Yikes! I wouldn't.
Like, I'm getting back into reading. Actually, the book is pretty good.
Basma said she is so cute.
Thanks, Basma.
Basma, it means smile, and you must be keep
yeah.
smiling.
I'm Basma. Smile.
Not Basmati eyes, no.
I'm sorry. I'm not into the interaction between her and Salah. Eesh. My God. What a perfect shot. Oh my God. They say that the eyes are the windows of the soul. Do they not? If that's true, what are his eyes saying to y'all? To me, they're telling me I've checked out. Like Pete's looked that way with Chantal. BB looked that way. They all looked checked out. Like they're not even fully present. Like they're just done. He looks done. Absolutely freaking done. It's a heck of a thing. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
Anyway, you'll never have it today. Maybe next time.
Good, Basma. Relax. More
feel
happy.
cold.
Yeah, let's go and
I can't even.
Wait a minute. Somebody mentioned something about New Mexico. What is this? I hope no one is telling her to come to New Mexico. No, 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 no. Nope. No, 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 nope. Somebody stop her at the border. She tries to come through. Don't let her in. No. Don't come here. We don't want you here. Go away.
Talk.
hold on. We're gonna go have a hot shower.
First bees.
Okay, let's get her back upstairs.
I smell like a man. I don't like it. I love the smell of it on Salah, but not on me. Where's my hand cream? Like, I don't like the smell. Swimming time together with you guys, you know?
You know what, Chantal? I'm confused. Help me here. So you're looking for any kind of time with Salah, correct? Then why not enjoying the swimming time? Why don't you go down the pool more often? I mean, it's there. It's part of the apartment complex. It's there. If you want time with Salah, why don't you do more of that? You know, you always complain and fight and scratch and bite over going to the pool. And yet when you go and you get in the water, you feel better. But first you fight about it. Like, you want to spend time with Salah. Why not do that?
Let them hate all they want. We don't care. Robin birthday? Oh, yeah. I'll see how tired I am because the swimming made me more tired.
Oh, please. You didn't do anything. You just got in the water and used it as a bathtub and then you got out.
Karaoke, Kuwait.
Is she eating?
It's on the bone chicken, but it's so good.
Okay, you know what? She's eating. I don't know what she's eating, and honestly, I don't care. It's all good. We're done here. If there's anything of note, I'll bring it up in the next react that I do a foodie, but we're done. I don't want to see her stuff her face. She's going to do more eating than talking, and we got what we needed. So I'm out. Hope you all have a good day. If you happen to like this react, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.